Mark wants to sell this house that he's spent 8 years transforming into something resembling a Gothic cathedral.
It really was like a labor of love.
Lisa, his girlfriend, thinks his taste is interesting.
Mark's taste happens to be very unique and kind of out there.
But she doesn't want to live here. And buyers seem to share her sentiment.
This looks like a church.
Yeah. Very dark. I feel very like enclosed in there.
So Mark's moving to Lisa's place and he's got to sell this house.
I want to get it done with, get it over so I can move on and get married, move into another house, have kids. And this is stopping me right now and it's holding me up.
So with a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks, Scary doesn't sell houses. I'm going to transform this Gothic church into a sellable family home. How you present your house is crucial if you want a quick sale. And that means putting aside your own personal taste. We're in Limerick, Long Island, a desirable family-friendly community very close to the heart of New York City. Houses here are in high demand, but this house just won't sell. This house has 1,900 square feet of space, 4 bedrooms and 1 bath. Listed at $439,000, it's been on the market for more than a year. After living here for the past 8 years, Mark's having trouble seeing why his beloved house hasn't had an offer.
I would buy this house in 2 seconds.
The decorating that he's done is a reflection of him, and he's put his whole heart into everything.
But buyers have no trouble putting their finger on it. Mark's decor is over the top and makes this house feel like more of an old church than a home.
The house makes me feel, really warm.
I think it must be hard for buyers when they walk in because it's a little bit out of the ordinary.
To me, I love it. I don't know. It's beautiful.
With the couple anxious to move into Lisa's house, they're ready to make the necessary changes to get this house sold.
I love it. I need to get rid of it.
The property market in this area is really strong. Houses are selling, but this one's been on the market for over a year, so I need to find out why. A little unusual. So your house has been on the market for over a year, which must be driving you nuts.
Really driving me nuts. Very frustrating.
What I think would be really helpful if I could have a look round and then we can see what the problems are and go from there.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So what's this room? Is it a music room?
I have no idea what this is right now.
Is it a junk room where you put your clutter?
It's in transition.
This is the first room you see when you come into the house, so we need it to have a bit more of an obvious purpose.
Yeah, this is a bad first impression.
So this is the sitting room?
Yes, this is the sitting room.
My immediate reaction is it's dark. I can see how big this room is, but I think some people might feel that it's smaller, because you've got the dark drapes and the dark carpet. The problem is some people might not like floral carpets, so they're going to think, how much is it going to cost to take it up? That'd be money they'll be taking off your asking price.
Right.
And did you put this in?
I did.
It's Venetian plaster.
I think it's not necessarily everyone's taste, and I worry that maybe buyers will think it's going to take a lot of money or time to, cover it. Not all buyers want to do work, so we need to give them absolutely no excuse not to buy this house.
Okay.
Nice to see hardwood floors.
Yep.
Buyers love hardwood floors because they look beautiful, they're easy to maintain. You've got a lot of big pieces in here. Big table, big chest. I think it's making the room feel smaller.
Definitely makes the room smaller, sure.
What is this? This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's actually my grandfather's radio. I believe it's from like 1911.
Very beautiful, but it is blocking the pathway to the kitchen. Makes it more difficult to get around the table, and it, again, makes the room look smaller, but it's beautiful.
Right, I loved it, and I wanted it, and that was the only place I could find for it, so.
Right. The kitchen.
I don't really like the kitchen. It's the one room I kind of didn't get my hands on yet,
You haven't turned it into a vampire den yet.
Right.
The problem is when you're selling your house, as you know, the kitchen is a big selling feature.
Sure.
But the good thing is it doesn't actually cost a lot of money to update your kitchen. With a few simple quick fixes, you can really make it look much more clean and modern and fresh. Wow, this is like a library family room.
Yes.
Fantastic. I love that built-in bookshelf, and I think buyers are going to love it because you need storage in a room. Again, you've got big furniture
Right.
and dark woods, and what do you think that does?
It makes the room look smaller, darker.
So this is a real selling feature. It's an unusual room, but I don't think you're making the most of it. If a 13-year-old boy was going to buy this house, we would have no problem.
Oh, I'm a 13-year-old boy at heart, for sure.
I think most men are. Houses in this neighborhood are selling for between $390,000 and $440,000. Mark's house, listed at $439,000, is at the top of the range, and it's not showing well enough to beat out the competition. The couple's realtor, Barbara, knows what they're up against.
When I bring buyers in, they're a little bit in awe because of the decor in the house.
Barbara's held an open house, and buyers seem to share my thoughts about the cathedral characteristics.
There's a term for it. Gothic?
Interesting doorknob.
Very interesting.
Looks like a castle.
It's not the kind of look I'm looking for, and it's really hard to envision the look that I want in this house.
It's a little different than we usually see in homes, and people can't get by that in order to see their own possessions in there.
It feels like being in church.
You could change it just so much with your furniture, but it's still, you better like all this. The woodwork is nice, but you have to like it.
And these indentations in the wall, that would be a lot of sanding and spackling to get that flat.
It's gonna take a long work.
The whole thing would have to be done, and we're not really looking to do this much work.
But I think you have to find the right person. For me, I wouldn't like this.
So we had the open house. And a lot of people found this style interesting, but it's also a little on the quirky side. And I think that's because of the drapes, the paint colour choices, you know, quite a lot of furniture. All give you that feeling of being slightly closed in.
I like dark. I don't like a lot of light. I like muted light. You know.
Right. Bright and light and big is what is going to sell this house. Because we're looking probably for a family buyer, I think we need to make this house more family friendly.
Absolutely. If I was still going to be here, it'd stay right the way it is. Since we're trying to sell it, like you said, people have to live with it. It'll be nothing they can't hate.
So I think we need to start by decluttering some of the Gothic.
Okay.
We're ready.
We had some great feedback from the open house, so I know what the problems are. So I've come up with a master plan to tackle them. Starting in the foyer, we'll paint and add a custom storage unit for a great first impression. Drapes and furniture will make the space inviting, and cushions and art will complete the look. The living room will change dramatically with new paint, and will introduce smaller contemporary furniture to show buyers more livable space. Plants and accessories will inject warmth and a cozy feel. The dining room will get a new chandelier and window treatments to update the space. A sideboard will add decorative function, and a mirror will reflect the light of the chandelier, while chic touches will turn up the style. The kitchen will get an inexpensive facelift with a lot of impact. We'll simply add a backsplash and finish the missing cupboard doors. The library will be brightened up, and new contemporary furniture will complement the old wood detail with a fresh appeal. Artful touches will add interest and character. When we've finished with this house, it's going to be bright, fresh, clean, and I think it will really appeal to the family buyers we're looking for.
Just hold this up for me like this.
But before I can get my plan underway, we have to declutter and depersonalize the entire space.
Perfect.
The most likely potential buyer for this house will be a family. So we're trying to create a family-friendly vibe, and that means getting rid of the vulture, because to be honest, scary doesn't sell houses. There's a lot of work ahead to bring this house up to the level that buyers demand. This is a traditional railroad house, and each room is supposed to lead seamlessly onto the next. But these dark drapes cut up the flow, make it much more difficult for buyers to see all the way through, so they're gone. Meanwhile, I'm sending Mark and Lisa to see a house in their neighborhood that sold recently to help them better understand what buyers are looking for. This house has 1,700 square feet of space, 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, and it sold for $425,000 in just a few weeks.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a lot different.
Wow, look at these gorgeous floors.
Floors are really nice.
You have wood floors in your house, but you have it covered up.
Yeah, I like the rugs. I like the wood and the rug combination, you know?
It's just very neutral. And the fireplace is not pink either.
The fireplace is not pink. That's true. That's true.
Oh, wood floors in the dining room,
More wood floors, right. There's no carpets like ours. You know, the dining room table is obviously a lot less ornate than mine and maybe a little bit smaller, but it still definitely looks a lot bigger.
Oh, and they have a lot of light coming in from the curtains. Like your curtains kind of cover the light.
It's not my taste, but I kind of understand why someone would be able to much more easily picture themselves in a house like this than in mine, because it's more neutral, you know.
I like the contrast with the white couches on the green carpeting.
Yeah. I mean, the boldest color in here is this green rug. Everything else is just white and beige.
Like our furniture is kind of darker.
Check out the kitchen. Very neutral, right? It's got the eggshell paint. You know, we have that dark coffee color.
Right.
You know, in my house. No, I can see why this house sold. I mean, it's easier to picture yourself in this house than it would be to picture yourself in my house, because my house is a little more personalized. You know? All the things I did to my house, it was kind of a labor of love.
And you did a lot of custom things to your house, like the
A lot of custom-
fireplace.
Fireplace, the stained glass windows, the doors, everything.
Right.
So to see some of that stuff change, it's going to be a little, you know, difficult, but got to sell the house, right?
I guess we have a lot of work to do then.
With the knickknacks and personal items out of the way, the crew can get down to work tackling the bigger jobs.
Wow. You guys got a lot done.
It's amazing the difference a couple of hours makes.
Seriously.
I'm dying to know, how is the comparable house?
Well, you know, you kind of like got it when you saw what was going on there. You know, the walls were much more neutral. There was a lot less furniture. A lot more light was let into the house, you know?
When you're selling a house, you have to put your personal tastes aside.
Sure.
Because you want to appeal to as many people as possible. But I've got a few projects lined up for you, so would you mind giving me a hand?
No, absolutely not.
Dave and I are about to attack one of the biggest eyesores in this home, the Venetian walls. I have a problem with this treatment for two reasons. Firstly, I think buyers are going to look at it and not know how to get rid of it. And secondly, I think they might think there's a problem with the foundations of the wall and we're using the treatment to cover it up.
And a lot of times that is the case.
So what are you going to do to it?
We're gonna scrape it, plaster it, prime it, plaster it, paint it. Let's just scrape off all the high parts, okay?
Okay. I wonder what Mark will think when he comes in and sees that we've taken away his Venetian treatment.
I think Mark is up for anything. I think Mark is up for whatever we want to do.
Note to self, never do a Venetian treatment. David, we've scraped this wall to death. It must be ready.
Just when you thought the workout was over, now we plaster. I'm not trying to make a masterpiece here. Just put it on the wall. You've done this before.
No, I haven't.
To save your wrist, you can put 2 fingers on the back of the trowel.
Okay.
That way, you get more even pressure when you push down the wall. I think you could handle this whole room by yourself.
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. I've got to be somewhere else, so finish the job?
Okay, so I get it. I build houses, you sell them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to give this room the contemporary feel that buyers are looking for, so the chandelier has to go. There are some great architectural details in this room, like the cathedral windows and the bookshelves, but at the moment they're not standing out against this red paint. So we're going to paint the walls a white marble and you'll really be able to see all this lovely detail.
Okay, so Mark, we're gonna build you guys a cubby, which in guy terms, it's essentially a multi-purpose storage facility.
Got it.
Because when I walked into your house, you have this nice, big, inviting room, but there's nowhere to hang my coats, nowhere to take off my shoes.
Typically, we just make a mess.
So the good part about this project is that there's 2 pieces. There's upper storage and lower storage.
Okay.
This is one side, that's the other side. We're gonna fasten these together. I'm just gonna pre-drill right here, and then I'll glue that seam.
Alrighty.
There you go.
That's great.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
One
we
side
need
done.
the furniture store.
That's right, Mark and Dave's.
That's it.
Or Dave and Mark's.
No, Mark and Dave's.
All right, I'll hold this together, and you can give it a shot.
Okay.
Good. There you go.
I've had a desk job for the last 20 years, and before that, right out of college, I was like an assistant to a contractor, so it was good to work with my hands again. I enjoyed it. Where's Lisa? This might turn her on that I'm doing this right now.
Hey.
She's never seen me do anything like this before. Okay.
Good.
What next?
What next? Much more of the same.
Really?
Lisa, I wanted to do a design project with you. I wanted to put a piece of art in the living room. So we've got this canvas here, and we've got these bits. They're sort of like amazing paper with holes in. You just get them from art shops. So we're going to put the glue onto the canvas.
Okay.
And then we're going to layer these over the top. And the glue dries clear, so you can put as many layers on and it doesn't show through. Do you think Mark was upset by the depersonalizing process or not?
I think he understands the theory, but I know that he definitely doesn't like the white. I know that for sure.
That's another reason we're doing this, though, because just plain white walls, I think, are quite stark. So you want a bit of colour. This is not too personal, and it's really easy to do. It's really cheap. All you need is the canvas, the paper, and the glue, and you're good to go. And then at the end, we're going to paint over a high gloss glue, so it has a nice shine to it, and then put it on the wall.
I think Sophie and the team are trying to modernize and neutralize everything, and it's not really to Mark-and-I's taste, but I understand the theme now from what she explains.
So, Mark, using plywood makes us very cost-effective. We now need to hide the seams.
Gotcha.
We're going to use edge banding, and it gets ironed on. This is where you become domesticated. There you go. And as the glue heats, it becomes more flexible.
Yep. David, I was born to do this. I mean, look at this.
That's good. I have a few shirts and a couple of pairs of pants I need ironed. So, and I'll just cut off the excess right here. And this looks like two solid pieces of wood joined together.
That's unbelievable.
As far as anybody else is concerned.
Right. And it's really amazing the stuff they come up with, you know?
Exactly.
To cover it up.
Now we're ready to prime.
Mark and Dave's.
Dave and Mark's.
Yeah, whatever, Dave.
So what do you think of your house so far?
Holy cow.
For us to get finished, we need you to get out of here, because we've still got a lot of work to do.
Okay, looks like you do. All right. You ready?
See you later. No faith, no faith.
With Mark and Lisa gone, our crew has lots of work ahead. Front entryways show best when they're organised and functional, so we're adding this bench that takes up minimal space. These bucket chairs bring a contemporary feel to the room that buyers once said looked like a church. The couple will be back soon, so it's time to put on the finishing touches.
By replacing the dark red Venetian plaster treatment with marble white paint, we're highlighting the tin ceiling, but it's not visually overpowering. This custom cubby fulfills two roles. Firstly, it helps define this space as a foyer, and secondly, it gives buyers that storage they're going to need. This kitchen is proof that you don't need to spend mega bucks to get an upgraded look that buyers appreciate. The backsplash, the knobs, and the new cupboard doors cost only $300. You don't need my help for this, it's very light.
No, I could always use your help.
Look, fits like a glove, excellent. Welcome.
Oh my
goodness.
Whoa.
I didn't even recognize this.
Before, the entryway gave an underwhelming first impression, but we've improved its appeal to buyers with new paint, storage, and stylish touches.
I love the paint.
Wow. It's the cabinet that I built, yeah.
Oh, you mean that Dave built?
No, the cabinet that I built.
okay.
Yeah, Dave helped
That's
a little bit.
You did a good job.
I didn't know you were so handy.
Well, now you know.
Now it's a fantastic first impression. You walk in, it's pretty, it's functional, it's bright, and that's what you need to do. You need to hook buyers in the first 90 seconds.
It's not what I would have picked, but it definitely makes the room look a lot bigger, and you know, that's what it's about.
You got to keep in your mind, Mark, it doesn't matter what I think, it's what buyers think.
Right, of course.
What about the carpet?
Definitely makes the room look a lot bigger.
It's ginger sisal, and it's really durable, it's sustainable, and the best thing is this carpet now leads on through to your new sitting room.
Wow, this is amazing.
Look, they put the piano here. That looks cool there.
The sitting room was dark and gothic, so we opened it up with light paint and smaller furniture to show buyers more space.
I don't even recognize it.
The best thing is you have a brand new sofa all about correct sizing of furniture. If you love this room, you're going to love the dining room. But remember, it's what buyers think. So come on through.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness, this is the original table.
The dining room was stuffed with oversized furniture, so we scaled it back, brightened it up with contemporary lighting, and added modern art to appeal to more buyers.
I love that.
Did you do that, Lisa?
Yes,
did that.
Yes, we did that together.
We've incorporated a lot of your stuff. This
Yes.
is your mirror, the vintage radio.
That's right.
How much bigger do you think this room looks now?
You can
looks a lot
actually
bigger.
walk around the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot bigger.
I love the tin ceiling now against the white. I think before it was kind of lost
It
because
definitely stands out a lot more.
It
Wow.
does. You want the walls to be neutral colours because that makes the space look bigger, but you don't want it to be a bland box. Come on into the kitchen.
Oh, wow, Lisa, look at the tile.
We gave the kitchen a simple facelift with a new backsplash, finished cupboards and added accessories.
Buyers like backsplashes because a lot of the time your walls in the kitchen get damaged because of like water or grease from cooking. And just having these glass tiles, they're really easy to clean and they look fantastic.
They really do. I like that a lot.
We just wanted to finish off the kitchen. It looks complete.
The small things you did really make a huge difference.
I know, it's amazing what you can do for $300.
It really is. It's unbelievable.
The library.
Amazing, what a difference.
Yeah, what a difference.
Before, the library looked like a dark old church, so we updated it with light colours and new furniture.
This is amazing, it's so much bigger in here.
The two problems with this room were, firstly, you weren't seeing all this great customised architectural details because of the dark red paint, and it was too small because of all the big furniture.
Yeah, the built-ins and the door really stand out more. The molding around the window definitely sticks out a lot more. That kind of pops. I like that. Lisa, you see what they did with the mirror?
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
I
That
really
looks
do
cool.
love that.
I think this house is totally transformed.
It definitely is.
Now it's time for the final verdict from potential buyers.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, look at this place. Very nice, very bright.
I absolutely loved it. I feel it went from quirky to incredible. The house is much more conducive to a family living in Limbrook.
I love the foyer. There's so much you can do in that room. It's very bright and airy.
My favorite room in the house is the dining room because it's bright, it's open.
I like it. It's a lot of my style. It's modern. I like that. I like the brightness. It's great.
I would love to put an offer in.
Ramon and Manuela can't sell their New York house.
Are we staying or are we leaving?
But 10 years of family wear and tear has left its mark.
Floor is definitely worn. It's been around for a while.
And Manuela's personal touches
I love purple. That's my color.
are leaving buyers unimpressed.
$399 is overpriced.
But I'm here to help.
Don't worry, I have a plan and it's going to transform this house.
With a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks, I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells. Valley Stream, New York is a quiet commuter town located just outside the borough of Queens. Perfect for families and young professionals alike. It offers a small community vibe, just a short train ride away from the big city. It's not surprising houses here are snapped up quickly, but not this one. This 1,400 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home is listed at $399,000 and has been on the market for almost 2 years.
When you're selling a home designed for a large family, it's important to highlight all the spaces that families might gather.
And family gatherings are a big part of this house. Ramon and Manuela and their 3 kids have made some great memories here. But the kids are growing up, so it's time to downsize.
It's been our home for 10 years. We loved it. A smaller house will be a lot happier than something so big.
They don't want to help me clean. That's why they want to move.
Ramon and Manuela think this house is move-in ready.
We've had people come and go, and it just hasn't sold.
The inside is beautiful. For me, it's beautiful.
Daughter Samantha thinks otherwise.
I guess I'm not seeing what they're seeing, or they see something different. We have a rainbow of colors.
I love purple. That's my color.
Some things are a little outdated.
We thought it was kind of cool to have big mirrored wall on the side.
You gotta stare at it every day. You just want to get rid of it.
But 2 years on the market is starting to take its toll.
Are we staying or are we leaving? But I'm tired of this.
This is a ranch-style house with a big yard, garage, lots of space for cars, which is fantastic because that's what family buyers are looking for in this area. But it's been on the market for 2 years, so there's obviously a problem, and I'm going to find out what it is. So tell me, what goes on in this room?
Well, this is more of the family room. Wherever the TV, the biggest TV in the house anyway, that's where we spend a lot of time.
Yeah. You've got a lot of space in here, but you've got these big old couches.
Yes.
Purple. Whose choice was that?
Me. I love purple, yes.
Now, This is the family. I'm gonna guess that you didn't use a spirit level to put those paintings up. No. Yeah, they're a little wonky. Just a little bit. Did you put the wallpaper up?
No, it was like that when we came.
But the problem is that is very 80s, it's old and it's peeling.
Yes, it is.
And it's on the first wall you see when you come into the house. But I love the way this room flows, and you go straight into the dining room, which is lovely. Wow. So when you're sitting here, you look at yourself while you're eating.
Yes.
White chairs.
Yes, yeah, I think that was a mistake. They looked pretty when we bought them.
And we might need to change the light fixture. It's a little Las Vegas for my taste. When you have very decade-specific fixtures like this mirrored wall, it sets buyers' minds whirling. They're like, they haven't done anything to this house since the 80s. Does that mean I'm gonna have to redo the wiring, the central air, the roof? And then they're looking for the imperfections rather than looking for the good things.
Right.
So what's up here?
Our master bedroom.
Master bedroom.
I'm gonna show you.
Well, let's have it.
My eye is drawn to the furniture pieces. They don't showcase the room. They're quite sort of...
Big.
Big. So do you have a finished basement?
It's sort of finished, but I think you'll see.
Okay, I'm nervous. You made me nervous. The problem with basements is they always feel a bit cold and dark. And the combination of this pale blue and the vinyl, I just feel cold. I feel like, you know, the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees.
Kind of depressing coming down here.
See, if you're depressed, buyers are going to be depressed. I felt exactly the same. It's not a space you really want to spend any time in at all, which is sad because it's a big room and it could really add to the square footage of this house. I've seen your house now, and I think it's a great family home, but we do need to do some work on it. But what would be great, first of all, is to get some buyers in, hear their feedback.
Houses in this neighborhood are selling for between $355,000 and $380,000. But because their home offers more square footage, Ramon and Manuela have decided to list at $399,000, above the market range.
I would say the price was a little high, and we adjusted twice.
But still no offers. That's why I've asked Angelica to set up an open house, so I can find out what buyers are saying and report back to the couple.
Wow.
Wow. It needs to be brightened up and freshened up in here, you know? It's...
Wallpaper could probably go.
But yeah, it's way too dark. Wow. That mirror, I'm too self-conscious eating. Actually, I'd probably lose weight if the mirror was there.
Well, mirrors nowadays, I think, are a little bit dated.
The buyers in the open house have suggested me that the house needed some repairs.
I feel like I'm in an office or something.
The floor is definitely worn. It's been around for a while.
I don't know what it's utilized for many things. Like, I just don't know what it's like office, workout.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. It's smaller.
They need to change color and everything, fix it because everything is ugly.
$399 is overpriced.
I've been telling them the price we have to change, and that's where we are right now. I mean, just hoping to sell the house.
When people came into the foyer, they thought the same as me, that the paint color wasn't maximizing the space.
Yeah, the color's a little bit out there, I think.
That's what I like. They don't have to like it, you know?
People love the idea that there's a family dining room, but they did think it was a bit dated in here. Unfortunately, buyers weren't quite as nice about the basement.
Oh, okay.
Is it a gym? Is it an office? You know, what's this? When you're selling your house, you want to utilize all the space. If it's a useful space, you need to give it a purpose and show it off to buyers.
Obviously, a lot more has to be done.
Don't worry, I have a plan, and it's going to transform this house.
We're looking forward to it, and we're excited.
Because our target market is families, I'm using our $5,000 budget to really focus in on the home's family areas.
The living room feels dated with that jarring purple paint and the floral wallpaper.
I'll remove the floral wallpaper, repaint the walls, and finally reconfigure the furniture to open up the space.
The mirrored panels in the dining room scream 80s.
So those mirrors are coming down. They'll be replaced with decorative moldings. I'll paint the walls an elegant sage green and change up that worn-out dining set.
The master bedroom is full of dated furniture, which is too big for the room.
I'll repaint the walls a calming grey, reposition the bed, and give that giant 80s furniture a facelift.
Finished basements are very popular with potential buyers, so we need to finish this basement off.
I'll paint over the cool blue tones and cover the old vinyl tile with beautiful oak laminate.
More importantly, we're giving this space a purpose. We're creating a family-friendly room that buyers won't be able to resist.
What we'll call it what?
So what do you want to destroy first?
Let's start with those pictures.
Definitely. Here you go.
All right.
When you're selling your house, it's so important to depersonalize. There's lots of family pictures on the wall. Buyers find it very distracting, and it's more difficult for them to imagine themselves in the space.
All those CDs
All those CDs, look at this.
Ready to say goodbye?
Goodbye, let's go.
And good riddance.
I know, right?
So in the living room, we're starting with a clean slate. Meanwhile, I've sent the couple on a mission to check out another house in the neighborhood. This 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, priced well above market range at $479,000, sold in under 2 months. I really want Ramon and Manuela to see why buyers paid so much more for this comparable property.
Wow, it's beautiful.
The color, this is a lot nicer, a lot of light. But what's good is they don't have a lot of furniture here too, so even though it's a small space, it doesn't feel like it's cluttered.
I feel like I'm in a hotel and I want to stay here. Wow, it's beautiful.
So even though our room is a little smaller than this, the table really takes up so much space. We definitely have to get rid of that mirror.
Yes. Wow. I love the color, look.
The color, yeah. Our basement is, I guess, maybe like 3 times the size of this, but the lighter color does make the room look bigger.
They don't have that many things here too, that's why it looks so organized.
Again, yeah. I think that's our main problem. We just have so much stuff.
No, you guys have a lot of stuff. I don't.
One of the things I took away from it is that we have too much clutter, and we definitely have to change the colors.
Yes. It makes you feel like home, you know? It makes you feel that you want to be there.
Back at the house, the team clears out that outdated dining room set.
The furniture in the master bedroom is wild. It's definitely retro, but not in a good way. We've taken out the big, bulky furniture, and it already looks bigger. So, still a way to go, but I couldn't be more pleased.
Now it's time to tackle the wallpaper.
Wow.
Wow. Hey!
Sophie!
Hey, what are you doing?
Our wallpaper.
I know, but doesn't it look big in here?
There's an echo here.
It's an echo.
There
That's
is.
how big it is, yes.
How was the comp house?
It was an eye-opening experience.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And even though the room was smaller in size, it actually, with furnished, it almost looked as big as this living room is.
I bet that's because the furniture was in the right place and wasn't too big for the room. Am I right?
Yeah.
And did you feel that the one room flowed into another room?
Yes,
Yes.
it did.
Here, the paint tones are completely different.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the basement. Was it finished off?
Yes.
It was a basement that you want to be in and spend time with your family, you know?
So the good news is your house has great bones. We can make it look fantastic. And I have some projects lined up for you.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Good. Well, I'm just going to pull a bit more of this wallpaper down, and I'll see you in a sec.
Okay.
Any dated finishes like this wallpaper are off-putting to buyers. They should be the first on your to-do list when putting your home up for sale. In the basement, my right-hand man, Dave, has a fantastic, cost-effective project for Ramon.
In a concrete floored basement, laminate floor is the way to go. So I'm gonna show you how to install this floor. It's actually really easy.
Really?
But it works way better with 2 people.
Okay.
Okay? Line up your edges, lay it down.
And snap it in.
Bring it in.
Doing the floors with David was a lot of fun. First of all, I didn't expect wood laminate floors. I was thinking more along the lines of carpeting, so that took me by surprise.
Little trick. Can you see the gap?
Yes, I see a little bit of the gap, yes.
Done.
Gapless.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the look on my wife's face when she sees the floor, because she doesn't know that we have floors downstairs now.
Everyone is working really hard, and the house is looking really good. We've got rid of all those dated design elements, the mirrored wall, the floral wallpaper, and the difference is amazing. Now we're putting the kids to work.
Okay, so Samantha and Manny, I have a project that you're both going to really enjoy. Now, you recognize this piece?
The ugly piece of furniture in our parents' room.
Okay.
If I had to describe my parents' style, I'd probably say there was pretty much a lack of it.
Now, tell me the first word that comes to your mind when you see this.
Ridiculous.
Okay, good.
Hideous.
Now, this may be hideous and ridiculous, but it has a lot of life left.
They picked it, not me, so, you know, I'm okay.
First up, we're gonna sand the glossy surface. Not too much, we don't wanna sand through, we just wanna scuff it up a little. There's so many products now which will allow you to paint over lacquer and glossy surfaces that this is still a great piece. Okay. Now, we're gonna roll the paint to apply it, but using a fine-tipped brush, that'll smooth it out. So when it dries, it'll be really soft and smooth. In this heat, speed is everything, okay?
All right.
As Sam and Manny lay it on, in the living room we're doing the same. We're painting that crazy purple neutral. In the dining room, Dave installs some inexpensive moulding to add an instant touch of elegance. And I have something to show Manuela.
Okay, Manuela, I know you usually hang pictures right at the last minute, but I wanted to show you how to hang pictures properly so in your next house, they're not all wonky.
Okay.
Are you ready to hang some pictures?
Yes, I am.
We've got 3 pictures, and we want the middle one to be centered. Right, so that is the center of the wall. Now, here's the trick. Eye level for the average person is usually about 74 inches from the floor to the top of the painting.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
You hold the wire like that, and then you measure the distance between the wire and the top of the picture, like that. So if you hold it taut for me. Excellent. Then we measure from our top mark down, and then we know where to put the nail in. So you want to hammer it in there.
Nice.
With the homeowner projects complete, it's time to say goodbye to the family.
Well, guess what? Your wife knows how to hang pictures.
That's right.
So she's going to teach you how to do it, and then you can hang all the pictures in the next house.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, we've still got a bit of work to do, so if you wouldn't mind giving us some space, and then you can come back when it's all finished.
Okay, we'll look forward to it.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Okay.
The basement is well on its way to getting finished. We've semi-covered the vinyl flooring with the oak laminate, but already it looks so much warmer.
Dave gets back to work, priming, painting, and adding some smart new shelves. In the master bedroom, we're bringing in our repurposed dresser and assembling a stylish new bed. Because this basement was very bare, we're using one of the sofas from upstairs to create a comfortable seating area downstairs. Now all that's left are some finishing touches.
This moulding costs a couple of bucks per foot. You can get it in any hardware store. And we've created a simple and elegant design which buyers will love and will help you achieve your sale price. By placing your bed against a wall with no windows, you can position the bed in the center of the wall. You create nice space around the bed, and also the symmetry is pleasing on the eye.
I'm confident that buyers will feel like they're walking into a spacious and relaxing retreat.
Welcome, come in.
Hello.
Wow. Look at this. Have a look at your new living room.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
I want to check the address outside. I don't think I'm in the right house.
Ramon, we took away one of your sofas and took away the television. Now you've got all this space.
Well, at least you left me one sofa. So.
We did leave you one sofa. And check it out. Now you look at that beautiful hardwood floor. It really stands out against this paler colour. What do you think of those paintings?
I miss my kids up there, but I do love the painting. And they're level, too.
They are level.
I did it, okay? Thank you.
And I like the way, I know you guys use this word a lot, the way the colors flow, like everything just kind of matches. And...
Well, interesting you say that, because come on through to the dining room.
Oh, my God. This is awesome.
I think it was very decade-specific. It was very 80s.
Yes, I agree.
Whereas
Yes,
this,
right,
it doesn't age your house.
Exactly.
You've got these beautiful upholstered chairs and this lovely walnut table. And the best thing about this table is it has leaves, so you can extend it out or make it smaller. But what you're doing with this table is you're really showing buyers how big this dining room is. So you're ticking the boxes, bam, bam, bam. And now, I'm gonna add one more tick to the box, and that's a pretty cool master bedroom.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Drum roll.
Oh my God! Can I buy this house?
Before, it felt small. And now, look, there's a lot of space. It's a great bedroom now. Do you recognize this piece of furniture?
Yes, I do.
All we did was we took off the more retro design elements, sanded it down and painted it, and now it fits the room. Master bedrooms are important. Buyers still want a nice retreat to go to at the end of the day. They want a nice bedroom.
Again, I feel like I'm in a different house.
Yes.
Okay, well, if you think you're in a different house now, you just wait till you see the basement.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay, here's my other sofa. Yay.
Here is your other sofa.
The floor.
We've got oak laminate flooring. We painted your old desk white.
Yes.
And
ping pong table.
ping pong. Before, you hated it. It was depressing.
Right.
Now we've got a family room with a games room and a home office. This is what buyers are looking for. You've got a finished basement. They don't have to spend any money down here. It's all done, and it's a real selling feature.
Do we have to go?
Well, I think the house looks absolutely fantastic now.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think it's got a much better chance of selling now. We just need to have an open house and get those buyers in and go on from there.
Yes.
Sounds like a great idea.
Hopefully get this place sold. Hooray!
I loved it. I mean, living room, dining room, everything is so different, so elegant.
Potential buyers that come in and see, and have big families like we do are absolutely going to love that space.
The basement is, wow, it's such a beautiful place to be.
I am so confident this house is going to sell. I'm actually going to put a down payment on another house prior to the open house.
Ramon and Manuela love the results. So let's see what the potential buyers think.
Wow.
It's so neutral and it feels warm and you just want to walk in the rest of this house in that dining room. I would just want to eat dinner with my family there. And the master bedroom, what a retreat.
Fantastic. It's a place you want to be in. The basement, just total transformation. Yeah, I could see myself easily in that environment.
I would definitely consider putting an offer in on this house.
As soon as my son went in the basement, he threw himself in the sofa before he didn't go downstairs.
This is unbelievable.
You got ping pong. You got. Okay, right, come on then.
So you ready?
Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Lauren and her daughter Taylor can't sell their house. Dated design, wallpaper, and more wallpaper are leaving buyers unimpressed.
It's pretty hideous.
And that's just part of the problem.
Air freshener lampshades.
So with a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks,
In the end, I think this is what buyers are going to love.
I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells.
I'm really blown away. It's so different.
We're in Comac, New York, an upscale suburb with boutique shopping and great restaurants. Houses in this community sell quickly and fetch top dollar for square footage. But this one's still on the market. This house has 1,750 square feet of space, 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. Listed at $379,000, it's been on the market for 8 months. In a buyer's market, knowing your competition is everything. If you want a quick sale, your home needs to be comparable in price and design to other houses of a similar footprint. In neighborhoods where buyers pay top dollar for square footage and you have an extension, you want to showcase your extra space. The best way to do this is to keep your design simple and elegant. Lauren has lived in this house for the last 24 years, and it's time to make a move.
My kids are grown, and I just want to get out of my house and move on with my own life.
Taylor's ready to move too and knows what might help.
Oh, Teo, come on, just move to the side a little.
I tell my mom all the time things that we need to do to really fix the house and that would really help it sell. Our kitchen needs to be updated, our wallpaper needs to be taken down. I think it's just time to update our house. It's living in the past, and so is she.
But Lauren needs some motivation.
Right now, it's not where my mind is. My mind isn't into redecorating a house, so I haven't done anything.
This house is on a great cul-de-sac, which is perfect for families and people who like quiet and privacy. And houses in this market are selling at healthy prices. So I wonder what the problem is.
So your house has been on the market for 8 months. That must be difficult.
It's a long time, very long time.
Are you leaving home? What are your plans?
Hopefully. We've been here a long time. There's nothing for me. I'm single, and time for us to separate and move on.
Separate and move on. Right, so we need to get this house sold. Well, the best thing to do is if I take a tour around the house, and then I can see what the problems are, and then we can go from there.
Oh, great, great.
So, this room, foyer, living room, what do you use this for?
We don't even sit in here.
You never use it?
Never.
Thanksgiving. We'll
Thanksgiving.
put a big table in here,
Right.
and everyone kind of hangs out.
I see you've got some old pieces and new pieces. Are you the designer here? Do you have a particular style?
I like to just put things from different places together.
Mix and match. An eclectic palette.
Yes, that's what I would say.
And tell me about this room.
This is our den. It was our garage, and we turned it into like a family room, so a sitting room to watch TV.
Extensions are a fantastic way of adding square footage and adding value. The only problem is sometimes people worry, they don't know who built it, do you have the right building certificates? What about the wiring and the plumbing? Now, I'm gonna guess that this is a sponging, stippling job?
There's 2 things my mom loves. It's wallpaper and sponge paint.
Yeah, I see, my 2 rules. No wallpaper, no sponge paint. Sorry, Mum.
That was then.
I know exactly, that was then. We need to make your house now. And you always, when you're selling, you want to make your house feel as contemporary and clean as possible. So this is a huge pink sofa. You've got this big sofa and then that table. Do you eat in here?
No.
With the corner sofa, it's that close to the table. It feels cluttered and crowded. Whereas if you pare down the furniture, the room immediately feels bigger. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of wallpaper. Where did it come from?
Probably 13 years ago. It was white. I wanted some color. I worked with a decorator in a wallpaper store.
I like your spirit. I just want to find that decorator and give her a talking to. I have a problem with wallpaper in the kitchen for a purely practical reason. It's more humid because you're cooking, there's grease. People like surfaces that you can wipe down, and you can't wipe down wallpaper, so I just don't think it's a practical place, and especially not floral wallpapers with floral borders. You can have too much of a good thing. I love the fact that you have an eat-in bar there. It gives people somewhere to sit in the kitchen.
Right.
But this is going to lead on to my next question, because from here I'm seeing a dining room table, a breakfast bar, and then you've got a dining room table in there.
Table.
I'm sorry, but most people look at a table and don't think of a game table. They look at a table and think of eating. They do not think of family games night. And it's just taking up space. I cannot wait to get rid of that table. What have we got here?
I feel like this is like the Willy Wonka room where you could scratch and sniff and actually lick it too.
I tell you what, if you could lick that wallpaper and it tastes like apples, it would stay 100%. It's a selling feature. I have to say, I have never ever seen black floral wallpaper. This is a first. I mean, do you find this room gets dark?
When I first put this on and I told my kids I was doing black, they were like, no, no, no. And then when it was up, it looked really nice. It looked like there was a contrast. It looked really
nice.
People see this amount of wallpaper there and think, oh, this is going to be a big job, and that's added cost.
I didn't want to take it down because I didn't want to pull it down and do the work.
Exactly, and so buyers aren't going to want to do the work either. But the good news is we're here to do the work. And on that note, I think it'd be fantastic if we have an open house and we can get the feedback from the buyers, and then we can go from there.
That's great.
Good.
Houses in this neighbourhood are selling for between $365,000 and $445,000. Lauren's listed at $379,000, is priced right, but buyers just aren't biting.
Lauren and Taylor's house, it's a 3-bedroom ranch. We're in a nice, quiet cul-de-sac. The market is good in this neighborhood. The biggest drawback, which I've discussed with Lauren, is that the kitchen is not too updated, and the house has some older feelings to it with wallpaper and things like that.
Joan's holding an open house, and buyers have a lot to say.
That's an eating area?
Where did that come from? Oh my gosh. All right, that's really random.
Oh, look at that wallpaper. It's pretty hideous.
Delicious.
Hello, wallpaper.
Oh my God, this wallpaper. It looks like something you'd see in my grandmother's house.
They really must love fruits and vegetables all over the place.
This is such a light room. Yeah, they really need to brighten this place up.
Well, the hardwood floors was nice, and that's pretty much where it ended.
The kitchen needs a lot of work.
I would never put an offer on this house. That's a good view. The price is too much, and for what I have to put into it, it's not worth it.
It's a perfect size, but it just needs some updating.
The houses that are really selling quickly in this neighborhood are houses that have been totally updated.
Open house is a great success. They love the hardwood floor. They love the cathedral ceilings in the den. They thought there was great square footage. They liked the layout. There were some negative comments. They thought that the decor was dated. The wallpaper and the stippling, they said that they thought that was a bit old-fashioned and wasn't really contemporary.
I think for the time it was fine, and I'd be curious to see what color she likes to pick there.
You've probably outgrown the floral wallpaper. I know you have, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I think it's really important that we don't give buyers any excuse.
It's a lot of work to do all this, and I don't want to do all this.
It's going to be some work, but I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to have a big impact. And don't worry, I have a master plan. Well, this house is going to look fantastic. So you just got to trust me and lend a hand. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Excellent.
You can paint.
This house has great potential, but at the moment it feels dated and it definitely needs an upgrade. The first room buyers see has to have a really big impact. We'll paint and add a cosy reading area to better define the space. The big sofa will be repositioned and lots of accessories will add colour and style. The configuration of the living room is changing. That accent wall is being neutralised and we're adding a custom wall unit that will give the space a finished feel. Artful touches will make it complete. The kitchen is getting a much-needed facelift. The wallpaper is coming down and the breakfast bar will be shortened to make room for a great new storage feature. The dining room is going from dark and dated to bright and contemporary. That black wallpaper is going, and so is that old chandelier. New grey chairs will add a chic touch. Because buyers generally like clean and fresh and contemporary. But before I can get my plan underway, we have to pack up the knickknacks.
Be careful.
There is a lot of work ahead, but the biggest job will be bringing down the wallpaper. Meanwhile, I'm sending Lauren and Taylor to see a house in their neighbourhood that sold recently to help Lauren better understand what buyers are looking for.
Nice house. Let's go look inside.
This house has 1,800 square feet of space, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it sold for $439,000 in only 4 months.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Very open.
It's bigger than I thought. I like the colors too. It's cool.
I think this sold because when you first walk in, our house, maybe you don't know which is living room and den.
We just have too much going on.
I really like the window. I kind of don't like the carpet, but that's my thing. So it's open. Like that they have a little contrast to mix it pop.
It's well put together. We should get their decorator. See, this is a nice kitchen.
Well, this is a kitchen. Ours is a
but
hallway.
The cabinets and the stove. I don't know, this just looks nice, clean.
Maybe that works a little bit better right now selling. I can see the difference. I can see that this looks more like a kitchen. It's cool. It's definitely cool. Okay, so when are we moving in? I can't believe that this house sold before we did.
I think it's the neutral colors. Everything's more inviting. I would rather walk into this house as opposed to ours.
Maybe we can just update a little bit, modernize it, and then hopefully we're gonna sell. And
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
sell it.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think?
Big, empty.
It's empty. Anyway, tell me about the comp house. No florals?
No florals. I like the molding, I like the neutral colors, and I like the window. There was wood on the window, so things did pop. I like that it was a normal kind of kitchen, not like a long, like ours.
It was nice. It felt like it was straight out of a catalog.
That's what I'd like, nice and neutral. And I promise you there will be interest, there will be colour. It's not going to be a bland box. But I just think at the moment, the wallpaper and the paint is putting people off. And I think we just need to make it feel a bit more updated. And then I think the house is going to look fantastic. I've got a couple of projects for you. I'm just going to finish off wrapping these trinkets and then we're good to go. The feedback we got from potential buyers was this wallpaper was dated, so it's got to go. Now, we've taken off the first layer, and then we sprayed the walls with a solvent mixed with hot water, and that's going to dissolve the glue and make it easier to scrape this off, so fingers crossed. Look at that.
You have these great white cabinets, they're in great shape. The backsplash is a little bit dated, but I have a solution.
Okay.
We're gonna take care of that with paint. Quick lesson in priming. Take the primer, apply it to the wall, move it back and forth, you're priming. So for this particular surface, because it's glossy, we need to use an adhesion primer. This stuff will stick to anything. That's great.
Okay.
Priming is done. Let me show you the paint. First reaction, what do you think?
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan. Okay, well, I happen to know that it'll tie in with the rest of the room very well.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a sprayer. It's very, very touchy. As soon as you press the trigger, paint is gonna come out. The key is to do long strokes with the gun, release at the end. Think you can handle that? And again. Looks good.
It looks good.
Already the space looks so much bigger. Just taking down the floral wallpaper and painting over that accent wall has made a huge difference.
It looks good.
Okay, Taylor, we are going to make an area rug. And the best thing about this rug is these only cost $5 each, so this whole area rug is gonna cost $60. It's very easy, we're just gonna work out which pattern we want, like that. Excellent. Okay, now, what we'll do is we use duct tape to stick them together. Sounds dodgy, but it actually will work. So now we just have to flip them all back over. Now, the most important thing is we have to make sure they line up completely straight. Okay, now you grab that and I'll pull. We'll just line it right up to the edge. And then if we pull it really tight and taut, it's probably slightly unorthodox this, but I know it's gonna work. And that is how you make an area rug.
It's pretty good.
Excellent job. Well done.
I never would have expected it to make a huge rug out of little squares, so it was kind of cool to see it get put together. And it actually looks really good. Pretty proud of myself.
Well, thanks for your help today. I think it was a day of first, your first ever spraying of a backsplash, and your first attempt at making a rug. But I'm going to ask you to leave now and come back when the house is finished. Are you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
You're very nervous.
I'm excited.
You're excited, you're nervous, but I think you're going to love it.
Okay.
But anyway, it's time to get out of here. I'll get back to work. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
With Lauren and Taylor gone, our crew can really get to work.
A little bit of missing baseboard might not seem like a big deal, but buyers will notice. It looks shoddy and unfinished. And guess what? Shoddy and unfinished doesn't sell houses.
As always, the finishing touches are making all the difference.
This is the original chandelier. It needed a facelift desperately, so we spray painted it grey and bought new shades, and we've got practically a new chandelier for under 30 bucks. By cutting down the breakfast bar from 8 feet to 5 feet, we've freed up the space for this valuable storage area, but still keep the eat-in kitchen buyers like. We bought this bookshelf to replace the existing entertainment unit that didn't fit properly in the alcove, but we've customised it by adding a valance and crown moulding, and now it looks like it was designed specifically for the space and really completes the look of the room.
Oh my, come in! Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
You like it? Different. Oh my god.
I would have never expected this. Oh my god. Very different.
Before, this room felt dated and mismatched. Now it will give a great first impression.
We've opened up the space, it's nice and bright, it's neutral. We wanted to give this room a bit more purpose by adding bookshelves, so it's a sitting room, reading room.
I like it, I love it. I think it's really cool.
Still added your bits and bobs. We've got the hurricane lamp.
Your table's still there too.
Okay, well that's my grandmother's table.
We've used most of your furniture and your antique pieces, but we've just sort of dotted them around and used other bits of colour to make it a bit more modern. So, do you like it?
I like that you put my old with the modern.
What do you think of the palette?
It's nice.
I think this is something, it's different, and I really do like it.
Well, I'm glad you like it. In the end, I think this is what buyers are going to love. So, I'm excited to show you the sitting room.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Look how much space there is now.
It looks so cool. I feel like everyone's gonna want to come in and hang out now here.
Because before, that was an area that you weren't even using. You never played games on that table. It felt really small.
And now you have one area for entertaining and another one for watching television.
When you're selling your house, it's all about showcasing how you can use a room. And now you've got a seating area, a TV area. So what do you think?
I'm really blown away. It's so different. I never expected this.
This is the rug me and Taylor made. I know it's not your favorite color, but it works.
I'm so creative.
You are very creative. And look, we custom built this, because before your entertainment unit didn't fit in the space, you couldn't close the cupboards.
No, it was horrendous. This is so cool and so modern. I love it.
What I like about this room is it feels much bigger, it's brighter, it's modern, and it's got double usage now. But anyway, come on through to the kitchen. I think you'll really like that as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love it.
The kitchen was covered in outdated wallpaper. Now it's fresh and new.
I think the kitchen now is a bit more young and fun and, you know, has colour, but that's not all the floral wallpaper.
I feel like I'm in a different house right now, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there is a counter still.
There's a counter. What we did is we cut it down from 8 foot to 5 foot. So you've still got room for two people, but we've got this storage unit, and it gives you a lot of extra space. But it still looks pretty.
I like it. I
like
really
that.
do.
I like the little area. I think that's nicer.
You've got all this counter space, now you've got storage and an eating kitchen, so you're kind of ticking all the boxes. Anyway, come on through to the dining room.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
This looks bigger. This feels bigger. I like it.
It looks so good. It looks huge.
It looks so much bigger.
Well, that's because...
No more black wallpaper.
Exactly. And remember the comments from the buyers? They were like, they loved how the dining room led straight off from the kitchen. You know, it was great to have it, but it felt small and dated. And now this is a kind of formal dining room that buyers like. We've used a lot of your possessions. We've just updated it. See, the chandelier, same chandelier.
That is?
Oh, wow.
We spray painted it and added new light shades.
No
and now
way.
it looks...
Oh, because the other one was
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was different. I thought it was new.
And everything ties in. You've got grey, then you've got these red accents here, red on the walls. This house is now in much better shape. It's going to appeal to buyers more. So all we're going to do now is get some buyers in and hopefully get this house sold.
Great. That'd be great.
Let's get out of here.
I was really surprised when I walked into the house. I think this really needed to happen. We needed this kind of facelift.
I was really nervous, and I think that Sophie really pulled it all together. Everything blends, everything goes together. It's bigger spaces. There's a lot more area, and I think the buyers could really see just moving right in.
So we've brought them back to see what they think.
Oh my God. Is this the same place?
Wow, that's a change. Doesn't even look like the same house. Everything works.
It looks like something out of a catalog. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love the color. Everything's so open.
And thank God the fruit wallpaper is gone. The changes that were made definitely make this house a contender.
I think my son might put an offer in on this house. I think it's a good possibility.
I really think now that the initial reaction when the buyer walks in the door is going to be completely different because it just has such a nice appeal now. Very comfortable, very clean, totally move-in.
No matter how hard they've tried, Josh and Jordan can't sell their house.
We're just stumped.
The couple's efforts inside haven't impressed potential buyers,
That would never work for me.
if the buyers make it inside at all.
Oh my goodness, look at that door.
But I'm here to help.
The more people you get through the door, the more likely you're going to get a sale.
With a budget of $5,000 and some smart design and staging tips,
I think buyers are going to notice the difference.
I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells. Listed as one of the top 10 US cities to visit, Savannah, Georgia is known as the hostess of the South. Not only rich in natural beauty, culture and history, the city's welcoming vibe can be felt in its many restaurants, cafes and attractions. It's no wonder houses here are snapped up quickly, except this one. This 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house listed at $185,000 has been on the market for almost 4 months. Curb appeal is vital if you want to entice a buyer. Your house might be perfect on the inside, but if it looks poorly maintained or run down on the outside, you're not going to get people through the door. Josh and Jordan and their daughter Madden need to sell their house.
We're actually talking about expanding our family, and we're a little short on space here. We're also on a fairly busy highway, and going outside with Madden, we have to be really careful.
She's 2, she's small, but she's quick. Very quick.
But despite their desire for a new house, they've only had 3 showings and no second viewings.
We have tried everything. We've tried staging our house. We went to my mother's house to borrow everything. The chairs and the couch and her kitchen table, everything.
No matter what we do, paint-wise, swapping furniture around, that kind of thing, it doesn't seem to be...
It doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't
It's not bringing people back.
It doesn't, right.
Nothing on the outside is saying, come in and buy me. Wonder what the inside is going to say. So your house has been for sale for 4 months. That's
Correct.
got to be tough.
Getting to the point where we want things to happen.
Well, what would be great is if you could show me around, and then I can see where the problem areas are, and then we can go from there.
Sounds good.
This is our living room, which we love.
Lots of patterns.
Yes.
Pink and stripes and flowers and paisleys.
And polka dots.
And polka dots.
Yes. Trying to appeal to, you know, everyone.
And so this is the home office. Again, we've got quite a lot of stuff going on. You need a place for your computer, but the problem is that's probably not the best place for it.
And here's the dining room.
Wow, nothing said buy me like a pug with wings.
Oh, it's our princess.
That's our family pet.
And then we have our laundry area.
Right.
In the dining room. And we don't have a door on one side.
I can see why this is going to put buyers off.
Right.
Because people like a dedicated laundry room and then a formal dining room. And the combination of food and clothes is like...
Right, it's just... And then this.
doesn't look like you're doing a lot of entertaining out here.
Yeah. Well, we bought this nice patio furniture.
Yeah, it's great. Buy it and then pile it up.
And not
Try storing it out here.
Storing it, yeah.
Right.
You've got to think of outside space, not just as the yard, but as an extension of the house. It's all about creating an ambiance, creating atmosphere.
You don't feel like this would be a cocktail party area right now?
No, this isn't wasted space. I hate seeing wasted space.
This is our guest room.
What is going on here? You got a door, a ironing board.
Yes.
Were you trying to entice people into the room with this lovely shade of mud?
We were trying to decide about a paint color and decided against that.
Is it fair to say this is just a dumping ground for your junk?
It is.
I'm afraid so.
We definitely got something to do in here.
Would you like to see our bedroom?
I can't wait.
Now this is our master bedroom. These are the lovely closets that don't really work.
You got a lot of closet space.
Tons of closet.
It could be a selling feature, but at the moment, it's just not doing it.
No.
I like your color choices. You just need to finish the job. And then you've got this big bed, and this room just feels small. Now, to address what I think is this home's biggest issue. I think the main problem is the curb appeal. I mean, look, you got peeling, pillars, this door. But what I think would be really, really good is to have an open house.
I'm scared.
You might not like what they say, but it's going to help us make those changes that we need to make to get this house sold.
Whatever it takes.
Houses in this neighborhood sell between $179,000 and $250,000. At $185,000, Jordan and Josh's house is priced to sell. But according to Realtor Lori, they're hardly getting any showings.
In this market in Savannah, things have got to show perfectly or else they're not going to sell. You've got to get it perfect to get the buyers in.
I've asked Lori to organize an open house so we can get some buyers through the door. Then I'll report back exactly what they're saying.
These definitely have to be done.
Oh, definitely. At least paint them. There is a lot going on in here with the red in the chairs and then the stripes in the sofa.
Jordan and Josh's house could be so cute, and unfortunately, the uses of space are a little confusing.
With your washer and dryer in there?
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I think
till
this is an afterthought as a dining area. Well, that would never work for me.
It looks like a great size yard, but the patio needs some cleaning or whatever.
Well, I am shocked that they would put this house on the market with doors leaning against the wall.
All right, this must be the master bedroom.
Oh my goodness.
Closet.
You have got to be kidding me.
Wow. I'm not sure I could imagine myself here.
There's too much work to be done.
Either we make improvements to the home, take it off the market, or drop the price considerably.
Now it's time to sit Jordan and Josh down and give them the news.
Can you guess what most people said first off the bat?
Something to do with the door.
The curb appeal. Some buyers didn't want to come in the house. Some people said that they were shocked that anyone would put their house on the market in that state.
Ouch.
The way you sell your house is you get the most people through the door. If you're cutting down that amount of people by half because they're not even walking in the front door, that's not good. So that's really something that we've got to address. Now, when they came into the dining room, what do you think they said?
Is this a dining room?
Exactly. Now, the bedrooms. They thought that the room was small, but in actual fact, it's not small. People said this was a great starter home, but it needed too much work. Are you prepared to get your hands dirty?
Yes.
Absolutely.
This house has been on the market for 4 months, and I tell you what, I am not surprised.
With my $5,000 budget, I'm going to change that. Inside, the living room feels cramped because of its long shape and mismatched furniture. We'll remove the desk and replace the existing furnishings with smaller pieces more to scale. We'll complete the look with a beautiful area rug, matching throw pillows and accessories.
The dining room is not ideal because the laundry room's there and they're not really making the most of it.
First, I'll conceal the laundry and reconfigure the furniture for better flow. We'll brighten the window with new curtains and add a new dining room table and chairs.
And the guest bedroom, I'm going to turn it into a home office because I think they really could do with that.
I'll repaint the walls, replace the bed with a new desk and chairs, and add colourful accents.
The master bedroom's not looking great. You've got missing doors, odd paint swatches, a ginormous bed.
In the master, we will replace the giant bed with a smaller one from the guest room, which I will give a fresh decorative touch to. New window treatments and linens will complete the look.
we're going to make the entertaining space outside really, really fantastic.
So I've immediately put Josh and Jordan to work cleaning the back patio.
All right, so let's start putting it away.
Where do you begin?
Buyers love this fireplace, but at the moment, you can't even see it because it's full of clutter. So we're going to get rid of that and open it up.
Fireplaces are on many buyers' must-have list, so it's vital it shows as an attractive focal point rather than a spot for leftover stuff.
Not sure what that is. Some curtains. If you've got a feature like a fireplace, there's no point hiding it. It's a feature, you've got to show it off. Look, guys, you've done an amazing job. Why didn't you do this 4 months ago?
Just needed the proper motivation.
You needed the bossy British girl, didn't you? To tell you what to do.
Keeping your home looking fantastic on the outside can be a big job. But I can't stress the importance of curb appeal enough. That's why I'm sending the couple to view a similar home in their neighborhood. This 1,800 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, listed at $250,000, sold in just under a year, and its well-kept exterior may be part of the reason.
This is very nice.
Yeah, they have an actual flower bed up front. Their walkway looks nice. Here, I feel like I want to go inside and actually see what's in it.
This is nice. I love the open.
But that's kind of like what we have.
Yeah, we do have the open, but ours just feels choppy and staged well. No wonder why it's sold. I love the dining area.
There's a laundry area.
Nice door, blocking it. And then just nice, close it off, and you're done. You don't have to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, this is nice.
Yeah, they got a nice big bed like we have, yet theirs seems to be...
Not so cramped. I don't think our room is that much smaller, though. It just feels like it.
Well, we need to figure out real quick what they did that we're not doing.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what they did. They actually staged their home. It just makes such a big difference. It makes them welcoming.
Get some more people coming and taking a look.
Right. We need the traffic.
Back at the house, we're clearing out the living room and sending all the mismatched furniture back to Jordan's mum's house.
Where'd everything
What happened in here?
Leave us in your house for a little bit and we take away all your furniture. How was the comparable house?
It was, I mean, definitely.
You should see the front of their house versus ours.
And then, what was it like inside?
The colors were great. They were soothing. They were neutral.
And the bedrooms?
They probably had the same size bed we do, but it seemed much more spacious.
So, you've learned a lot?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to finish up here, and if you get your work clothes on, I have some projects for you.
Perfect.
Let's go. Excellent.
With the space cleared out, the team immediately get to work putting up a nice pale grey in the bedroom. Keeping the contrast low between the wall colour and the furniture will make the room feel bigger.
Now, Josh, you knew we'd end up here eventually, right?
Yeah, I'm afraid I did.
Yeah, you know, dead trees and brown leaves work for some people, but first-time home buyers, not so much.
So I'm finding out.
Yeah, we're gonna clear it all out, dig up these trees, let people see your house.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's do that.
All right, let's get to work.
Yep. That's
just bouncing off of it. Those bushes were hard.
Now you see why these are still here.
Yeah, they had some fight to them.
Yeah, that's not moving a whole lot.
Josh was a little timid at first, but once he took that machete, he was like a man possessed.
Die. Die now. Go away.
Good man. Good man.
That put a hurting on it.
You're doing a good job.
But I'm not done yet.
Good man.
There's more to come.
You're feeling it now, see?
Took a lot of effort, but I think we've done a lot of good. Now that it's done, it looks fantastic.
I'm exhausted, but I feel great. We did a lot. In this heat, we got down and dirty, dug out those trees, and kept the energy high, and we got a lot done.
The inside of the house is taking shape, but the biggest transformation has definitely been on the outside. It's beginning to look really, really great. It's really important that the outside of the house looks fabulous, so buyers want to come inside. Pressure washing is a really cheap and easy way to get the front of the house clean. Okay, you're going to help me, so we just need to make a big well in the middle like that. There you go. Potted plants like this are a great way of adding a bit of colour to the front of the house. They're going to look really, really pretty. And as long as you remember to water them a lot, they should last for a good long time.
Now that the outside's really shaping up, inside I've got a great staging trick to show Jordan.
When you're selling your house, you want it to be neutral, but no one wants to live in a white box. We've got these really great photographs that we're going to put up in what was the guest bedroom.
I like them. Great colors.
It's just so easy. You just take photographs and then you blow them up and you buy these illustration boards and mats. These sort of picture frames. You get them from any shop and they're really not expensive at all. And then we'll just put it in and it will look really, really professional and colourful.
That is perfect.
So put it on like that. If you just centre them like that and just tape it in the corners like that, then we'll just put it in. And the best thing is, they're going to tie in with the furniture, they're going to add a bit of colour, and then just clip it in.
That is really easy.
So, what do you think?
It looks great. The colors really just pop. The frame is awesome. So easy to do. That's amazing.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Love it.
We're nearly complete, but before the finishing touches, we say goodbye to Josh and Jordan.
We showed those trees it was boss, right?
Yes, we did.
But now it's time for you guys to leave, so the reveal's a bit of a surprise.
We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
Cannot wait. Thank you.
See you
Thanks a
later.
lot.
Let's go before they make us work.
The dining room had a number of problems. I mean, who wants to eat dinner while looking at their washer and dryer? So we added trim around the frame, added some nice shuttered doors. It's hidden, but it looks great.
These white marble chips are fab. They add to the curb appeal because they're nice and bright, but they're also low maintenance. They keep the weeds down and they also keep the moisture in the soil so you don't have to water the plants as much. Before, the living room wasn't really working and it was not easy on the eye, but now we've moved the furniture around, taken away those crazy patterns, taken out the home office, repositioned the television and painted the room this really lovely blue colour, and I think buyers are going to notice the difference. Having the laundry room in the dining room was really putting buyers off because who wants to see that when they're eating? But moving them was not an option, so these brand new doors hide the evidence. This guest bedroom was definitely not a selling feature. It was more a dumping ground for unwanted household items. But that's now all changed. We've turned it into a fantastic, flexible office space that I can really imagine buyers using. So come on up, guys, to your new house.
Looks like a different house.
I know.
It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm just in shock.
Remember, buyers were just not even coming through the door. And now they're going to drive past and it looks well maintained, it looks presentable.
Oh my God, I cannot believe just how everything's changed.
So look, we've got brand new shrubs, brand new flowers.
Oh, look, we have a bench. I'm so excited.
And you've got your new white outside lights matching the door.
I love it.
If someone had said we were going to paint the trim and the pillars black, what would you have thought?
Oh, I couldn't
I wouldn't have thought that.
No. No, but this looks so good.
So what do you think of all your hard work pulling the trees out? It's paid off?
Sure looks like it. This looks fantastic.
It looks amazing. You really did do a great job.
It's like a fresh start, so hopefully it's going to get it sold.
It has to.
Well, if you're excited about the outside, I'm really looking forward to you seeing the inside. So should we get on in there?
Yes, please. Let's go.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Look how pretty.
Oh, the room is completely turned around.
Oh my God. Yes.
Doesn't look like the same room, does it? Before it just felt a bit darker, but now it's really bright. The sitting room felt quite narrow. So we just flipped, we moved the sofa to there, gave you a few little blue armchairs, add some colour. I think it's fun and young.
It all kind of works together, though.
It does all work together. No clashing patterns.
It looks bigger.
It does look bigger.
The space looks bigger. It really is.
Perfect.
And do you recognise this piece of furniture?
Yes, it's from when I was a child. I love it. I love everything.
Wait till you see the dining room.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, this is so nice.
It actually feels like a dining room.
It is a dining room, but also you've almost got 2 rooms for the price of 1 because you've got this little seating area here.
These chairs are great.
And then you've got your dining area. And we took away all the stuff that was in the fireplace
Rather than hiding the fireplace, it's where we can see it.
Yeah, and we put the fern there because, you know, add a bit of colour, but you can see it's a fireplace and it's not covered, it doesn't have all this stuff in it.
This room.
Remember what were the exact words they used? They said that this room felt like an afterthought. Mm-hmm. It certainly doesn't feel like an afterthought now, does it?
Not at all.
And look, we have hidden the laundry room.
What a difference that makes, just by
Doors.
itself.
Who knew doors can make that much of a difference? I love the green table. That's amazing.
And the best thing about this green here is that it leads the eye out to your new patio. This space is being completely transformed.
This is amazing.
One of the negatives before was that the backyard was just not very nice. And now look at it.
It's nice.
It's lovely. It's
The
really
yard looks
lovely.
amazing. It is beautiful. I can't believe the change.
It's remarkable.
What do you think about your retro cooler?
Awesome.
We've got some solar-powered lanterns which light up at night.
Very cool.
No, we got rid of the palm tree, we mowed the lawn, we put flowers in. It's a different yard.
It really is.
It's a usable space now. Would you want to come and see the rest of the house?
Yes, please. Oh my.
This looks like an office.
Oh my goodness. This office is killer.
This is no longer a dumping ground for ironing boards and old cupboard doors.
No.
This is a cool, funky office.
Definitely can see myself working in here.
I'm going to have to find an office-type job so I can use this a little more.
If you're excited about this room, you are going to be bowled over when you see your bedroom.
Yes. Oh my.
It's a new room.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where to begin.
There's so much space now.
Some of the comments we had from the open house were they said that the master bedroom was too small. Well, no one can say that now because there's acres of space. Look, there's the mirror. I can get up in the morning, get dressed, look in the mirror. You've got all this space. You can open the cupboard doors. It's a different room.
It is.
Madden's gonna love all this extra space.
Yeah.
Most important thing is that buyers love it.
That's true.
Someone's gonna buy this house now.
Oh, yeah, they definitely will. After looking at the house and all of the work that y'all put into it, we are definitely gonna get some offers now. I know it's gonna sell.
I feel great about all the changes they made. I feel like this is the kind of thing that's gonna get this house sold, and that's what this is all about.
Josh and Jordan love the changes, so we've brought back our potential buyers to get their thoughts on the house.
Oh my God, I love it. I cannot believe the difference. It's so bright and cheery. It looks bigger, a lot bigger now.
This is fantastic.
I don't know how they're going to move from here because it's really inviting. It's so much more spacious and it's coordinated throughout the house, and yet it has touches of really interesting artwork.
I definitely could see myself living here.
What we need to do now is get the buyers in and get this house sold.
Yes.
It was lovely to meet you guys. Thank you. Good luck.
Much.
I think this house is now sellable.
Madden, what do you think this house is?
Unsellable.
Sellable!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I know. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Petra and Patrick need to sell their house to get their kids into a new school.
It is frustrating that we haven't sold the property.
But buyers can't get past the eclectic decor.
It's a little frightening.
It's like they're watching you. It was terrifying.
I wanted everything to be a little bit scary.
With a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks,
It's better to keep things simple and neutral.
I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells.
That's so good.
Home is where the heart is, and a place to make your own, unless you plan on selling. And that means putting the personal away.
Downtown Savannah, Georgia is a historic community teeming with stylish attractions. Historic homes here are novel, full of character, and in high demand. Except for this house. This 3,200 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home listed at $650,000 has been on the market for 7 months. Petra and Patrick are 2 artists who purchased this home 5 years ago.
Petra and I love to take old houses and renovate them, make them new. We decided that we wanted to come in and take this house and make it beautiful again.
However, once the family grew, with the addition of 3-year-old Mia and 5-year-old son Ryder, upkeep on this large home became a daunting task.
It is frustrating that we haven't sold the property. It's been on the market for quite a long time, and I think that we have a beautiful property here.
It's a beautiful home, but it might not be for everybody.
Could Petra's unique design choices be at fault?
Petra's taste is unusual, I guess, on some points.
I just like strange things. Maybe that's a little bit of me. Maybe I'm strange.
She might have gone a little bit overboard in some of the decorations and what she did.
I guess what it is, it's almost like the artist in me, I think. You know, you want people to stop and look at stuff. It's like theatrical, almost. Love that.
With the couple anxious to move before the start of the new school year, they're somewhat ready for some radical changes to this unsellable home.
Petra and I have made our home the way that we like it. For Sofie to come in and change the way that looks is a little bit difficult for us to swallow, I think.
Since ultimately the goal is for us to sell our home, we have to change a lot of things in order for that to happen.
This is an absolutely beautiful Victorian house downtown, but it's been on the market for 7 months, so I'm guessing the problems are going to be on the inside. Are you quite frustrated?
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of frustration.
So what would be excellent if I could take a tour and you just show me around and then we can see what the problems are?
Sure, that sounds great.
Great.
So obviously Victorian.
That's kind of what I was going for.
The paint colour.
Dark.
Dark.
Yeah. I'm definitely the one to blame for the colors.
Did you buy these pictures?
Yeah. I wanted to keep a Victorian feel in
Right.
the house. That's why I wanted everything to be kind of old and maybe a little bit scary.
Old and scary. I'm not sure that sells houses. So what's through here?
This is the parlor.
Again, is this your paint choice?
Yeah. It was hard, you know, when I picked the stripes first, then I was really stuck with trying to match everything else through the house to make it more like a flow. Because of that, of course, it got dark.
It did. It's very Victoriana. Wow, who is he?
That's Mikey.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Tell me about Mikey.
He was a birthday present from Patrick.
She said,
you know,
wouldn't it be great to have, you know, animal head? And so I thought, well, I'll play the game and I'll go along.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a secret to tell you. I also have a boar's head that I was given as a wedding present from my brother-in-law. His name's Tommy, and he is at the top of the stairs.
Excellent.
He even has a hat.
Oh, wow.
So I understand, but I think some buyers might be less thrilled by the dead animals. Mikey might scare a few people off. Talking about scary, whoa, what is this?
Oh.
It's a decapitated...
Yeah, she's got a limb or two missing.
She is terrifying. Oh, look, she moves.
She does move, I know.
Wow. What is she doing here?
We actually got those mostly to use for painting props when we make artwork.
Okay.
But then I thought that she fit in pretty well.
Are you trying to purposely scare buyers? It's like, welcome to the creepy. So again, a little on the dark side.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a plumish dark.
Tell you what, I would not eat a plum if it was this colour. Because it would have been off many years ago. Patrick, is that you in a bath?
It is. That's one of my first paintings I did for grad school.
It is beautiful. Problem is they always say when you're selling a house, you should try and depersonalise a bit.
Right.
And I think that probably includes the semi-naked pictures of the homeowners.
Think so.
Maybe. A formal dining room, excellent. I'm guessing this is a Petra paint choice?
Absolutely.
It's interesting what you were saying before about the flow and the paint colour. You have achieved that, and the paint colours do actually complement each other. They're just very, very dark.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, our door stopper.
That is terrifying.
But it works.
It does work.
See, it keeps the door open. So.
To be fair, it's a very effective doorstop.
It's also great for when we're sitting here eating dinner to scare the kids into finishing their vegetables.
Wow. This is not just a property show, it's also a parenting show. Oh, wow, this is a fabulous house. But we need to make it a bit more modern, I think, and a bit less scary.
Houses in this neighbourhood are selling for between $235,000 and $600,000. Petra and Patrick's at $650,000 is on the high end and needs to show much better to beat out the competition. The couple's realtor, Don, knows what the couple's up against.
They have not been willing to remove all the artwork or change the colors in the house, and it's extremely frustrating for me, especially because I feel like the house is outstanding and it's a very saleable house.
I've asked Don to hold an open house to see what potential buyers think.
Oh.
Oh.
Dark.
I can't stand the colors.
For being such a big space with tall ceilings, you kind of expect to have more light.
The furniture is too heavy. They make it just kind of close in on me.
Kind of like a setting of a haunted house, a horror movie flick.
It's a little frightening.
Dolls are creeping me out.
Well, it's like they're watching you.
They have a lot of stuff.
The art is very distinctive.
Unique.
Unique. I could, do without the boars, too.
The drapes on the windows, the paint colors, and a lot of the personal stuff around the house, it's distracting to buyers.
It's not move-in ready. There's painting.
Yeah, there's
At
a
a
good bit
minimum.
of painting that's left here for sure.
You want to just be able to walk in
Yeah, yeah, I do.
The buyer expects the house to be move-in ready. It's going to take a lot of effort and time and even money to change what's in the house now.
Well, we had some very useful feedback from the open house. One of the first things they commented on was the dark colours, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
They thought it would take quite a lot of work to repaint it, and they thought that the colours made the room feel a bit smaller.
Yeah.
They found the babies a bit creepy. But, I mean, you admitted that you use them to scare your children, so you can't be surprised that other people might find them scary.
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments on the taxidermy. Taxidermy is very cool at the moment, but some people don't like it. So I think if they're taken down, then you're not going to scare anyone away. The thing is if they'd said things that you can't change, I would feel like depressed by it. But the fact is the bones of this house are sublime. All we need to do is take away some of the more zany bits, take down some of the artwork and put brighter colours in, and this house is going to sell itself.
Whatever's gonna help sell our house.
Excellent.
We're all for it.
Yeah. I have a total budget of $5,000 and a lot of ideas on how to get this house sold.
Starting in the entryway, we'll paint over the dark stripes and add a new light fixture to brighten the space. Subtle art, simple blinds and a new carpet runner will give it a tidy, streamlined appearance. The parlour will get an airier look with a subdued blue colour and contemporary chandelier. The furniture will get a facelift and be repositioned for better flow. New art and accessories will broaden the appeal of the room. The living room will have a similar colour palette of cool pastels. I'll add a sideboard and reposition the furniture to balance the room. Slip covers will add some extra colour and new lamps and accessories will add warmth. The dining room will have similar colours on the walls, also brightened with new lighting. The area rug will introduce yellow and green to separate this room from the others. Bright accessories will also enhance the space.
I think they're ready to make the changes, so it should be an exciting couple of days. I think Patrick and Petra took the feedback from potential buyers quite well. They realised that we need to make these changes if we're going to get this house sold.
Bye-bye, Mikey.
I might even have to say that this one is borderline scary.
What do you think of these dolls? Do you think they're pretty or do you think they're scary? No? See, you do a little bit.
Let's put them in the box.
Let's put them in the box. Excellent.
With the scary dolls and taxidermy out of the way, the crew can get down to work. In the meantime, I'm sending Petra and Patrick to see a house that sold quickly in their neighbourhood to help them better understand what buyers are looking for. This 2,300 square foot house has 3 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. It sold for $530,000 after 5 months on the market.
Oh, this is different. It's bright. Our house looks quite dark compared to this.
It's nice. It's just a different feel than I think what we're used to and what we appreciate.
I don't know if I'm willing to give up the boar's head yet.
This area here, segue between the living room and the dining room is nice.
It's a little smaller than ours because they don't actually have a separate dining room like we do. But they still use the space really well. You can go upstairs.
Yeah.
This is cute.
Oh.
I like it. Nice colors and pretty simple. This artwork is pretty neat.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I love our house and what we have in it, but this definitely feels more appealing to more people.
If we could change the colors and do some things a little bit differently and sell it just like these people did, I think that'd be great.
The striped walls are going to take a lot of work to paint over. The gold color was painted on top of the burgundy walls, and tape was used to make sure that the lines were straight, which is great, but it left little ridges that now need to be sanded so that the walls are completely smooth before we paint over them.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
Wow.
It's really empty.
I
A lot
know.
of space.
A lot of space, but the weirdest thing is that it looks darker, the paint, now that everything's been taken out, which I don't entirely understand.
Yeah.
But, so tell me about the comparable house. Was it amazing?
Not really.
What do you think made it sell?
The colors seem to match pretty well in the house.
Was it painted dark colours or light colours?
It's definitely light colors.
Yeah.
I think if you painted your house similar colours to the comparable house, you would be amazed at the immediate effect.
Yeah,
I
great.
agree. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think what we should do now is get you into some work clothes because I've got some projects for you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
A massive paint job is underway. Meanwhile, Patrick's building a frame for an art piece I've commissioned from the couple.
Sophie had mentioned before that some of our artwork was a little too personal and intense to be able to be on display in the house. After talking to Patrick, we come up with the idea of doing something a little more contemporary and abstract as well.
The work is different than what we would normally do, but I think nonetheless it's very interesting.
I love this big grand hallway,
Yeah, it is very nice, I must say.
but I do think buyers will think it's going to take forever to paint it.
Painting high walls can be intimidating for most people, but I was able to utilize an extension pole to make light work of a very high wall.
I think a lot of people like the dark wainscoting. I think sometimes you can paint it, but this isn't in bad condition. I like the colour of it.
Oh, for sure. By painting the upper walls light, we can maintain the historical feel of the house by keeping the wainscoting natural dark. And who better to paint it than two experienced painters? You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you're not an artist, you can find generic art at home decor stores. But Petra and Patrick love to create, so they're working on a piece to hang in the dining room.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well. So what's this?
It's a photograph that I took and I transformed it in a computer program.
No, I think it's going to look absolutely beautiful, and it's exactly what we want because it's colourful, but it's not too personal.
It's going to take a little while,
Yeah.
but I will get there.
I think it's going to look fab. Have you ever painted a chair before? Yeah?
No, you haven't.
You dip the brush in like this, and then go crazy. Careful, remember, only a little bit of paint. It's dripping. Oh no, drip. You don't actually need that much paint here. Right. Ooh.
Yes.
This might require a sanding job. It's kind of a distressed look.
Here, let me do this.
There we go. Look at that. Well, thanks for today. I thought it was great, and I'm really excited about seeing the art projects on the wall. And thank you guys for your help painting. You were brilliant. But we still got a bit of a way to go, haven't we,
We
David?
have a lot of walls to paint yet.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind leaving and then coming back for the big reveal.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
With the family gone, our crew has lots of work ahead, starting with contemporizing the Victorian furniture.
Victorian furniture has a lot of carved detail that you really want to maintain when you're painting it. By using a sprayer, we can apply multiple thin, even coats of paint, but avoid having paint collect in those fine grooves of detail. Carpenter's woodwork should always be preserved.
Slip covers are an absolute lifesaver. They're a cheap and easy way of updating old furniture to fit in with our new design scheme. We're painting and priming the sliding doors to match in with the new colour scheme and create a flow right through to the kitchen.
We did a number of projects in this house. First we painted, after that we did some painting, and followed it all up by a little more painting. I'm painted out. By lightening it up, it drew the eyes to the ceiling, made the rooms feel bigger, and made some continuity throughout the entire house.
The family will be back soon, so it's time to put on the finishing touches.
The red and gold stripes were a very bold design choice, but when you're decorating your house for sale, it's better to keep things simple and neutral.
Inexpensive accessories can have a big impact on staging. These cushions help to fuse the contemporary and antique elements of this room.
Buyers thought that the red velvet on this sofa made this room feel like a funeral parlour, which is not a good look, but with a simple reupholstery job, we brought it bang up to date. Petra and Patrick's new artwork is the perfect example of what you want to hang on your walls when you're selling. It's bright, it's beautiful, but it's not too intense and in your face.
There is generic art available for all budgets.
This light fixture is a masterclass in combining the contemporary with the traditional. Because buyers like period details like the ceiling rose, but they also like updated fixtures. Hey, welcome. Wow. What do you think?
Very different.
Before, the entryway gave an underwhelming first impression, but we've improved its appeal to buyers with light paint and streamlined neutral artwork.
I'm afraid the red and gold paint.
I know, it looks so good.
Plants are really, really nice.
I love this.
What do you think of this new colour?
This is beautiful and it really makes the wood look even prettier. Love these lights, those are awesome. Very, very nice.
Excellent, well come on through.
Wow.
It's a bit of a difference.
It is, it's really pretty.
The parlour looked like a spooky museum, but now it's bright and cheery with new colours and art that are more broadly appealing to buyers. This new layout maximises the space in the seating area.
The furniture, this chair is really great. I mean, I love the blues.
This, I think, looks fantastic.
It's amazing that that's the same couch from that red and gold Victorian couch.
Color is beautiful. It's like a lavender.
Definitely has much more of an open feel for sure. It's not as closed in.
Welcome to your new bright sitting room.
Wow.
Before, this sitting room looked gloomy and uninviting, so we updated it with neutral pastels that buyers will prefer. I added lamps to brighten the room and show how this can be a comfortable reading area when the TV's off.
I would have never thought of putting lights behind a couch. It looks really, really good.
We took down some of the artwork and replaced it with these pictures of crumbling plaster. Look at this. This is a project with Mia and Ryder. And actually it looks very cool. When Mia was like, I was like, oh, this is never paint with children.
That's very nice. I love it. Great space, and we still have the TV.
Yes, you still have the TV, so this is obviously still a family room.
Yeah.
And if you all want to sit on the sofa, you might have to take some of the pillows off.
That's a lot of pillows. With the way the house looks right now, I think it's going to appeal to so many more people walking through the door.
We're definitely excited to see what comes next. We're excited for the next people to come in and see the house and hear their comments on what they think of the house.
Welcome to your new dining room.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
Look!
The dining room put buyers off with overly personal art and eccentric decor, but now it's perfect for any family to enjoy because of its more everyday style.
Are we having dinner?
Yes, apparently so.
It looks really good.
Oh, there's our painting.
Yeah.
Look, I love this, by the way. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It works so well in here.
It really does.
The room does feel more like a dining room now.
Oh my gosh, like way more.
We want people to imagine themselves in this space. And look, come here, look back.
I know, beautiful.
Really, really, really pretty.
Petra, look.
Oh, what, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Head.
What? I am offended.
I know. That decapitated baby had to go.
You tried. It's an owl. It's close enough, and it doesn't still have big, scary eyes.
It's in the eyes of the kids.
See, it has a face.
Yes.
But it's just not a decapitated doll's head.
I think that we're very optimistic that the next few showings and when the people see the house, they're going to be very impressed with what they see. And I think the things that could have been changed have been changed. And so we're very positive with our outlook now.
The whole house works, and I'm very excited, and I really think this house will just fly.
I think the house is going to sell fast. I really do. I think the next person that walks through that house is going to want to buy it.
Now it's time for the final verdict from potential buyers.
I think it's move-in ready. It's really pretty.
It's bright, it's cheery, it's welcoming.
It has a lot of square footage, and I think that the way it looks maximizes that. It's all open. There's a good flow to it.
You can actually appreciate the sidings, the wood trims, the real feel of this old, beautiful mansion.
Tommy and Heather need to sell their country house quickly.
I'm pregnant, so we want to sell now more than ever.
But a multitude of unfinished DIY projects,
What were they thinking?
and mismatched decor are turning potential buyers away.
Somebody's got to do all that work. And at this price range, it can't be me.
I'm here to help.
You've got a lot of furniture in here. It makes the room half the size.
With a budget of $5,000 and some smart design and staging tips, I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells.
That is beautiful.
Walterboro, South Carolina is known for its beautiful properties and traditional rural lifestyle. Famous for fishing and hunting, as well as its close proximity to metropolitan areas, it's ideal for buyers looking for all that country living has to offer. But this 3,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath house, listed at $265,000, has been on the market for an incredible 3 years.
Big houses on big lots have tremendous appeal to potential buyers, but rural buyers are fewer and farther between. So your house has to be picture perfect and complete. And I think there's some unfinished business here.
Tommy and Heather and their 3-year-old daughter Ava love living in the country, but their dream of buying a new home has come to a standstill.
I would like to move on, especially because I didn't start out in this house, so I would like to have a house where I get to pick everything inside.
My mother helped a lot with the initial decoration. It's kind of...
tacky.
Yeah, tacky.
And Tommy's mother's not just their decorator, she's their real estate agent too.
Tommy and Heather need to declutter. They need to straighten out the closets. They need to do some painting, some vivid colors.
She sometimes gives you her opinion and you don't really want it.
Tommy and Heather have just found out some news that's really put on the pressure.
I'm pregnant. So now that we found out our family's growing, we want to sell more than ever.
This house has great curb appeal. Sweeping drive, manicured plants, beautiful porch. And that means one thing, the problems are on the inside. So your house has been on the market for 3 years, which must be just so stressful. So I think the best thing is if you show me around and then I can get to grips with what the problems are and then we can move on from there.
Okay.
So this room is nice and neutral.
The fireplace was kind of main focal point, but we didn't get around to kind of finishing up the way we wanted to.
Right, so are you a man who starts a job and sometimes doesn't finish it?
His dad finishes all his projects.
Oh.
That's a problem, I think, for buyers, because if they see unfinished DIY, they're like, if they didn't finish that, what else haven't they finished?
Aside from the fireplace, the living room shows well, so it's on to the dining room.
It's quite funny, that room's quite modern, and then this room is very traditional.
His mom helped him decorate.
I got an A for effort, but
An A for effort.
I don't know about for design.
No, it's really great to have a formal dining room. Buyers love them. It's a great size, and it leads straight onto the kitchen. What a nice big kitchen. The floors are very smart.
We redid those about 4 years ago.
It's funny because this doesn't seem to match. This is quite so modern with the gunmetal grey, and then you've got the pine.
We did try to change the handles, though.
I see, you've changed one.
Well, this was part of his mother's idea, the shells. I like this design.
Did you only buy 2 handles? So basically, it's not just Tommy who doesn't finish a project. Is that the case?
I believe that would be the case.
Interesting. Wow. Is there a reason why you have the biggest safe I've ever seen in my life in your sitting room?
That's my safe.
Do you have the crown jewels in there? No, because the thing is you've got a lot of furniture in here. Do you know what that does? It makes the room half the size. What is this? This looks like a weapon of torture.
That would be Heather's.
And it looks like it gets a lot of action.
It does.
Look at it, it's all the stuff. Why is it here?
You try to keep the downstairs clean, so you just take it upstairs. That was, you know, kind of the theory.
This is the bathroom.
It is the bathroom, but think about this. All the blue, it's like when you're in the shower, it's like you're in the ocean.
The bathroom upstairs was definitely before I got here because I hate fish.
More unfinished DIY?
Well, that is from Heather. Let's see, she bought the wallpaper remover, never used it. She took down the cabinet and tore half the wall down and never fixed it.
And there's also a scary huge hole in the ceiling.
Must have fallen overnight at some point.
Wowzers, I can see that pink from here. Holy moly. This is very pink. I mean, it's like indigestion medicine pink.
This was originally our nursery.
Yeah.
When we designed the room, it was all about, you know, a little girl. But now it does seem a little bright.
And look, see, smoke alarm hanging from the ceiling.
But it does work, so that's a positive.
Well, I'm sure that will really reassure the buyers. This house is fantastic. I just wanted to say it's the most beautiful house from the outside. But there's these unfinished jobs, and there's some slightly dodgy decor. So I think we need to make this house more about you and less about your mother-in-law.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent, let's get started. They're not making the most of their space. And the problem is, buyers are picky. The rural property market's taken a kicking, and buyers want a turnkey-ready property.
Houses in this neighborhood sell between $207,000 and $240,000. At $265,000, Heather and Tommy's price is high. Still, realtor Audrey thinks this house should have sold.
This the nicest neighborhood, or one of the nicest neighborhoods in the area, and it's got 2 lots.
I've asked Audrey to set up an open house. Then I can report back to Tommy and Heather what the buyers are really saying.
There's like no room in here with this huge furniture.
You're right, there's too much furniture in this room. This is way too big.
I really don't like this dark burgundy.
There's maintenance that has to be done in the house.
What were they thinking with that bathroom?
Oh, that's a home improvement project right there.
Oh. It's not something that you just wait till it all falls apart. Unfortunately, Tommy's not one to do it. And Heather is not one to stand behind and pushing him.
I don't think that this is the one for my family.
No.
Now it's time to break the news to Tommy and Heather.
Kitchen, loved the countertop, weren't so sure about the cupboards. But then they came in here and they did comment on the 2-tone paint job. Which I know you did, Heather.
My hard work.
I think the biggest bone of contention with buyers, the bathroom. The bathroom. They, I think to quote exactly, was like, this looks like a home-done project.
And it was.
And it was. When buyers are looking around and they see lots of little things, they're totaling up in their head and they think it's going to cost more than it actually is. At that point, they said, this house is going to need quite a lot of money, which I disagree. But I think it's all cosmetic, it's all simple things. You've got to be super competitive and your house has to look as good as it possibly can. And, you know, you seem to be, like, on board with that.
I am.
Good. When you're selling your house, you don't need to invest in expensive upgrades. But a little bit of money well spent will definitely help you achieve your asking price and a quicker sale. For this makeover, we have a total budget of $5,000 to bring some of that beautiful country feeling in. First, we're starting in the dining room.
This 2-toned room feels dated and cramped. We'll get rid of the burgundy paint, repurpose the hutch, add a contemporary light fixture, and a space-expanding mirror.
The kitchen cupboards are in great shape, but they do clash with the new countertop.
I'm giving it a quick style update by adding a tile backsplash, painting the cabinet doors, and replacing the hardware.
The living room's layout is awkward. It looks smaller and darker than it really is.
We'll remove the giant television and safe, reposition the furniture, and add warmth with coordinating accents.
This bedroom has great bones and a beautiful bed, but buyers can't see past the shocking pink and the gym equipment.
We'll paint the walls, replace the equipment, and add matching side tables and lamps. A seating area and new window treatment will draw focus to the lovely view outside.
Last but not least, we are going to totally de-fish this bathroom. So we've got the fairies. Do you think they can go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Wow.
That's loud.
That was loud. That is a good plan. Should we do it together? Whoop, whoop. If you can get your children involved and make decluttering a positive experience, they're much more likely to keep the house tidy later on during showings.
I will be happy.
Ava and I are making great progress downstairs. Upstairs, it's a different story.
Oh, I've been looking for this, actually. That's all my stuff.
It blows my mind that he keeps from high school. I mean, seriously, this is not a bachelor pad anymore. He had old trophies and posters, for crying out loud. I mean, who keeps posters for 15 years? Well, good job, honey.
I'm not sure if Heather and Tommy are taking this as seriously as I'd like. That's why I'm sending them to a comparable house for a reality check. Just under 1,700 square feet, this 3-bedroom, 2-bath house listed for $135,000, sold in 5 months.
Oh, wow. It's nice and bright in here.
Yeah.
That's an open kitchen. I like the color of the cabinets. It's very fresh looking. All the handles seem to match. Doesn't feel cluttered, claustrophobic.
Nice bedroom here. It's nice and open. It doesn't make you feel like you have a stomach ache.
They don't have a bunch of junk.
Nice big baseboards. Crown molding's nice.
I love this.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
In the shower.
Yeah, I like that built-in.
I can definitely see where we need to do some improvement.
I would have to agree with you on this one. I didn't measure the rooms, but you don't need to. It feels so large. It's move-in ready. There's no unused gym equipment in the room. It's nice and open. I could see how, it sold quickly.
Yeah, it's depressing too.
Depressing.
While Tommy and Heather have been stealing tricks from the competition, work has been well underway back at the house. Lucky for them, we've been doing the really heavy lifting.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
What do you think of the comparable house?
It's very fresh, very open.
Clean, modern.
Yes.
Did it have an aquarium-based bathroom?
No fish.
Was there mismatched furniture in 2 tones?
No.
No. But what do you think made it sellable?
It's move-in ready.
So that's what we want buyers to feel here. They can see themselves in the space. They're move-in ready. They don't have to do any work. So do you think you've learned something from the comparable house?
We have.
Excellent. So you're ready to get started?
Yes.
We're ready.
Fantastic. I'm going to dump the rest of this clutter, and would you go and get changed so we can start work?
All right.
You know, when we had the open house, all the buyers said they loved the solid surface,
It's definitely in right now, for sure.
but not so keen on the cupboards.
Not so much,
No.
no. Well, you know what? The good thing about this is it's an easy fix.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the detail. We won't change that, but we are going to paint them.
See, the problem is there's no point doing an upgrade on the countertops and then not going in for the cupboards.
You have
it's
to
like
finish it.
an unfinished job. There's quite a few of those in this
For
house.
sure.
Just because you're living in the country doesn't mean you want a dated farmhouse look. I think a lot of people in this area are looking for a more sleek and modern look, and that's what we're giving them.
The cabinets and breakfast bar are solid wood, so first it's important to give them a light sand and prime before you paint.
We've rented a paint sprayer to give the covers an even coat, because it's the best way to get that factory finish.
There's no need to replace dated cabinets if they're in good condition. A coat of paint can cost as little as $100 and leaves lots of room in the budget for the rest of the house. While we wait for the cupboards to dry, Dave has a job for Tommy.
So what are we doing here today?
You have a great chair rail on the wall. You have a great baseboard. Now we're just going to fill in the gap with these applied moldings. So we're going to create wainscoting in your dining room. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I've heard of wainscoting.
Potato, wainscoting, wainscoting. As long as it looks good, who cares what you call it? You've used the chop saw before?
I have.
Okay, well, as a reminder, it's your handle.
Yes.
It's your blade.
Blade.
This is wood. Let's cut it.
Wainscoting not only adds visual appeal to a formal dining room, it's also practical, as it protects the walls against nicks and scuffs.
Really neat process. When you see it, kind of life-changing. Not really, but it was cool.
So, the key to this gun is speed. We'll line this up, hold it in place, push the gun in, pop it. Pop it, pop it.
Pop it.
It looks good,
Good
huh?
deal, yeah.
For sure. We'll just do the same thing all around the room, paint it up. This is gonna look amazing.
Working with David was pretty cool. Yeah, man, that nail gun is awesome, isn't it?
So, Heather, have you ever tiled before?
No, but I hope you have.
I have these exact tiles on my house at home, and the point of backsplashes are they protect the walls because you don't get oil or water, they're easy to clean. So, I have got my trowel, so we're gonna get a scoop of adhesive and then just put the adhesive onto the wall and then apply the tiles after that. And then you just leave a little bit of space there to put the grout. So do you want to try it?
Sure.
So there's the trowel. Get tiling. The subway tiles look so classic, they're timeless, and they're going to make such a big difference. It's just going to look elegant and modern and up to date, and that's what buyers are looking for.
It's been a long day, so we're saying goodbye to Tommy and Heather to keep the final results a surprise.
See y'all later. Have fun.
Back to work?
Let's go.
Now it's time to let the pros finish up the tricky bits in the kitchen and get stuck in upstairs.
We took down the wallpaper in here because wallpaper doesn't last in bathrooms because the moisture in the air makes it peel.
With the major projects almost complete, all that's left is the finishing touches. Replacing an outdated light fixture is a great way to instantly contemporize a space.
This is a traditional dining room, but the colours and the accessories give it a really modern feel. Buyers thought this kitchen looked old, so we painted the cupboards, put new handles on, and created a really chic backsplash.
Make sure your countertops are completely clutter-free. Not only will they be easy to clean for showings, but it also makes room for a few splashes of colour. Neutral colours also help lighten and brighten a space. But to keep the room from looking bland, add throw pillows in organic patterns.
This was not a relaxing space when it was bright pink. We've taken out the gym equipment and we painted over the bubblegum pink. Bedrooms should be calming spaces that you want to retreat to, and you get that look by sticking to pale colours.
In the bathroom, invest in new hand towels and a fresh shower curtain. Use them strictly when you have showings.
Come on in.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it fantastic?
It is. It's beautiful.
Before, this two-toned space felt dated and cramped. Now it's a big, bright, welcoming dining area.
I love that. Doesn't even look like our dining room.
Very nice.
You noticed this lovely wainscoting there?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
Beautiful, and you did something without your daddy.
The wainscoting is quite traditional, but because it's painted pale colours, don't you think it looks much more modern?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think buyers will think of the dining room now?
They'd be crazy not to like it.
Yeah. Do you recognise your hutch?
Yeah, it looks a lot better like this.
It was too big for the space before. It's all about, you know, making rooms feel bigger.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't even look like the same kitchen.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
Very nice.
The tiling that you tiled.
I know, I feel kind of handy now.
She did this.
She did that.
But I'm very, very proud of her for getting her hands dirty. And look.
Matching handles.
Yeah, and
Matching
they're all
handles.
there.
They're all there. And here we are, your brand new eat-in kitchen area.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is for every day.
Yes.
Is it just me, or does this room feel twice as wide?
A lot bigger.
Before, you had the sofa like this, so it sort of cut up the room. It's still the same bits of furniture, but just by moving them around, we've opened up the room. It does feel brighter, it feels bigger. I think taking out the safe was a big thing, but that is much prettier. Come on in.
Oh, wow.
Very, very nice.
Beautiful.
Like personally, I kind of enjoyed swimming in the ocean while you're taking a shower, but this would appeal to more buyers.
Buyers don't really like peeling wallpaper. It's quite funny, I was a bit worried at first because the fish tile really didn't want to move, it was stuck to the wall, so you had to cut them all out and replace it with drywall. But now you've got this really nice finish. This is a selling point now, rather than negative. When you're selling your house, that's what you've got to do. You've got to not give the buyers any excuse to either lowball you on the price or just not buy. Now, anyway, I want to show you what was formerly known as the pink gym. Welcome to your new guest bedroom.
Oh my gosh, completely different.
I don't think buyers could see past the pink and the gym equipment. This is a really, really nice grown-up guest bedroom now.
Yes, it's very warm, very inviting. I couldn't be happier. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. It looks completely different. When we walked in, I was completely speechless. It doesn't even look like my house.
I'd have to say that my favorite room would be probably the formal dining room. I'm a big fan of the wainscoting. It makes it feel a lot more elegant.
It makes me more optimistic that we can sell the house.
But the most important thing is not whether, in some ways, you like it, it's whether buyers like it.
Absolutely.
And I think this house now ticks all the boxes. Great curb appeal, finished inside, modern kitchen and fantastic big bedrooms. Those are all things that buyers are looking for. And you've got them here, it's a complete package.
I agree.
You agree. So what we need to do now is get them buyers in.
All right, let's go.
Sounds good.
And potential buyers are loving it.
It is wonderful. Completely different house. The dining room just really pops. It is so fresh and inviting. I love the lighter colors. Love the wainscoting. Love the seating area upstairs. Love that new bathroom. Can't believe it's the same one. Oh my gosh, the kitchen looks so much nicer now. And just adding that backsplash makes it look polished. Everything is fresh, beautiful. Absolutely love it. And now it makes sense to buy it.
This whole experience is right up Heather's alley. She really does like everything done.
There's no DIY projects that need to be finished, and it's fresh, it's new, and it's modern. It's beautiful. I definitely plan on taking some of those ideas and putting them in a new house.
I don't know, it may make it hard for her to move out.
Patty and Ralph need to sell this house because it's just too small for their family of 6. But they still feel attached to the beach home that Ralph built himself.
I mean, my heart and soul's in this house, and gosh, it's tough to sell it.
Which may be why they haven't changed it to suit potential buyers. The home is dated and unappealing to their target market.
What on earth is this? They're a little on the high side.
I always say to Ralph that he thought he was going to marry somebody taller.
So I'll be using smart staging and design tricks.
That's a great idea.
To turn this unsellable house into one that sells.
This is like a wow, 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 wow.
Folly Beach, South Carolina is a surf town with plenty of shops, restaurants, and of course, waves. Many properties here serve as vacation rentals, but Ralph and Patty's 4 kids have been born and raised here, slowly outgrowing the house that Ralph built.
I don't want to sell it, but, you know, something that we have to do.
We have too much stuff and we need a bigger place to put that stuff, so it's time to move on.
Ralph's reno and other quirks of the home could be keeping buyers at bay because the house isn't getting any bites.
Hold on, I'm getting something to eat.
Life's a beach, they say. That is until you try and sell a house by the beach. Outdated style, unfinished reno turn what could be a calming beach retreat into a buyer's no-no.
This 1,400 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is listed at $399,000 and has been on the market for almost 2 years.
This beach house is on stilts, which is a bonus because in areas like this, which are prone to hurricane and flooding, if your house isn't on stilts, it's very difficult to get insurance. But I better get inside and see what the problems are. Hello! What would be fab is if you could show me around the house and then I can see what the problems are.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is the dining room. This is where we eat dinner, and that's where the kids are on the computer.
Do you use that sofa much?
Not at all. It just sits there.
Right, so it's just there as a prop.
We don't use it at all.
It's a fabulous big room.
Right.
But if your eyes get drawn to this area, yeah, it's not the best first impression.
And this is where we watch TV and hang out.
But it's a big, big room.
Right.
It is.
And I love how it's open plan.
Yeah.
The only thing is at the moment, just the way the furniture is laid out with the sofa there, sofa here, I don't think it looks as big as it could.
Right,
Kind of
doesn't give a
chops
good
up the
flow.
room, yeah. What on earth is this?
That's our ceramic tile fork.
Is this for dancing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we used to have a wood stove here. Once we started having kids, we had to get rid of the wood stove. You can even see where the
Oh, you can see
chimney,
the
yeah,
chimney.
where it had gone through there. And then we put the tile there. I don't know why we never put wood there. We
Yeah.
thought this would look good, but...
It's one of the drawbacks, though, because the people walk in and don't know what this is doing here.
Yep.
And then they look up and see the square, and they think maybe water damage.
or, yeah.
But, you know, it was just that we had to replace it with central heat and air.
And also, I think the problem is that they're going to think that if they replace this, they're going to have to replace all the floor, and it's going to be
Right,
work.
which is going to be more
And
expensive.
if they think there's going to be a lot of work, it means that they'll lowball you.
Exactly.
Right, absolutely.
And that's
yeah.
what's been happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look a bit strange. So this is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen, and this is the fire.
Right.
It's been pretty useless.
Yeah.
This is where the kids and Ralph like to put things on top, so it looks all
Right.
messy.
So
It drives me nuts.
So you have to run around hiding
I do.
up.
I run around and I hide everything in the drawers.
Yeah. Yeah, don't look in the drawers.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It drives me nuts. Ralph's very stuck in his ways. He doesn't like change at all. That's why everything in the house has stayed the same all these years.
Now, can I ask a question? They're a little on the high side. I consider myself relatively tall, and I can only just reach the top.
I tell you, I don't know what I was thinking when I was putting these things up.
Ralph thought he was going to marry a tall lady, I think. I have to jump up on the counter, and so do the kids, to get the dishes up the top.
That's easily solved, but the floor is a little on the dated side.
You think?
Come on.
I think things have changed, Ralph, since 1983. The kitchen cupboards are a bit dated and the floor means that the kitchen looks a bit tired. I don't think there's much point spending a huge amount on a kitchen before you sell the house because someone else thinks that they're just paying for your taste in kitchens. But definitely a lick of paint is a wonderful thing. And so through here, what's this? I love how it's open plan, but one room leads onto another. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty open.
So this is the master bedroom.
Pretty good sized master
Yeah.
bedroom. Not much in the decorating because, you know, I'm not good at that. Just need some help.
Well, that's why I'm here, Patty. As you said, it's really big, but at the same time, it's cluttered.
You know, with the 4 kids, we don't have much storage at all. So we put everything in here to keep it.
Yeah, it definitely, again, it just looks a bit on the tired side.
It's, you know, our house, so it's perfect, but in other people's eyes, it needs a lot of work.
That makeup table looks like it's seen some action.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
this is his grandmother's.
Oh, so there's a dressing area in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Women love a good dressing area.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this house, though, because it's unusual.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's a bonus if it looks amazing, because I think people remember it and it stands out from the crowd.
Right.
And it's a popular area.
It is.
Houses in this neighborhood are currently selling for between $350,000 and $380,000. At $399,000, Patty and Rouse is listed high, and it's not showing well enough to beat out the lower price competition. The couple's realtor, Mary Ann, knows they have to step up their game to win an offer.
There has been a lot of sales in this price range, however, we're not one of them. They go into these new cute homes around the corner, and we can't compare to it.
I'm asking Mary Ann to hold an open house to see exactly what's stopping buyers from placing an offer.
Not really a big fan of the dining room right when you come in the front door. What do you think about that? Or the couch, I don't like that. Yeah, that doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'd rather have the hardwood floors all the way through.
I'm not really crazy about this cabinetry. What do you think?
or the knobs.
Or the knobs.
That's old.
Oh, ouch. Green carpet.
It doesn't feel real light and airy, though it has lots and lots of space and high ceiling.
So we had the open house. There was negative comments, which is to be expected.
Right.
The main feedback we had from buyers was the house was dated and they were worried it was going to take a lot of work to get it up to a turnkey condition. Things like the ceramic tiles, they think, ooh, that's going to be a lot of work. We'll have to redo the whole floor. And I think that scares people off. They also said that considering how high the ceilings were, it feels quite dark in here. Is
Yeah.
that something that you've experienced?
Yeah, when the sun's not out and it's dark in here, you know, and I think that has to do with the paint.
Easily remedied. It's amazing the power of paint. It totally transforms a room. And I think once we've done the work, this house is going to look absolutely fantastic.
Right.
So are you ready to do that?
I'm ready to go.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to get started. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I've got a master plan to make this house more sellable, starting with a new and improved first impression. I'll be painting the walls a pale colour with a hint of warmth that buyers will find inviting. I'll relocate a hutch from the kitchen hall and paint it out white to brighten the area more. A bench along the opposite wall will give function and balance to the space. I'll add decorative graphic plates to the hutch, colourful cushions to the bench, and plants to invigorate the otherwise neutral area. The seating area will get the same paint and trim to create flow. I'll reposition the furniture around a new decorative hardwood feature that will install in place of the tiled floor. Orange and red accessories will energise the space. The kitchen will be transformed as we tear down the existing bar and rip up the old grey laminate floor in favour of a new tile. The cupboards will be lowered for easier access, and the dining table will be moved from the front hall into its rightful home. Finally, the master bedroom will be painted a fresh cream colour. I'll flank the bed with side tables to add storage and create symmetry. New linens and throw pillows will make the bed more of a focal point. I think if it's turnkey, then people are going to fall in love with it because it is a unique beach house. But at the moment, no.
Looks like somebody forgot to dust.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
The inside of the house has been cleared of clutter, so the kids and I are getting to work on curb appeal by tidying the area under the stilts of the home. Because this is the first place that buyers see when they come up the drive, it's got to be super tidy. So would you mind helping me with the bikes and the surfboards and just moving them over there so people can't see them? Excellent. Staging your house doesn't mean you stop living, so find ways to tidy while keeping items you use often accessible. While I hold down the fort with the kids, I'm sending Patty and Ralph to see a house in their neighbourhood. This house has 1,400 square feet of space, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It sold for $350,000 in only 35 days.
Oh, nice fireplace.
I like the interior decorating, definitely. So maybe if we spruced up the inside to where when they walk into the door, it's more of a like...
They say, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, look at this. Look what they've done.
Oh, like the cabinets, they're low.
Yeah, you can reach up there, huh?
This is a good-sized bedroom.
This looks like an old Folly Beach.
It's definitely a beach house, yeah.
definitely.
Folly Beach
old.
house.
Yeah, this is like ready to go in, ready to...
Right, they wouldn't have to do anything buying this house. Buying
Right.
our house, they'd have to put some
Absolutely.
money out to buy our house.
We got to have our wow factor when people walk in. They got to be saying, wow, look at the inside of this house.
Hey.
Wow, look at
I
this.
know, look. We've made a real start on the decluttering. So how was the comparable house?
It was bright and joyful. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
new paint.
Yeah.
That was probably the only thing I could find that was different that we could change here.
It was like 3 rectangle boxes in a row as you walk through.
Yeah. So basically you're saying the layout of this house is far
Much
and away
better.
better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I want everyone to walk in and just go, wow, I want to buy this house now.
Right.
So do you want to start helping me with a few projects?
Absolutely, let's go.
Brilliant. You know David.
Hey, David.
Hey, Ralph, you're just in time to help me.
All right.
You guys are going to rip up the dance floor.
No, not my dance floor.
Yep. Me and Patty are going to go and do some painting, so see you later.
Let's do some demo.
Absolutely. What do I need to do?
You're gonna tape off the floor first. We gotta protect this, okay?
All right.
Just run right along the seam there. This demo we're gonna do shouldn't be a problem. Unless you don't want to do it.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah, you ready?
Hey, I'd love to tear this floor off.
Okay, good.
You know how many years I've been sick of seeing it.
Ralph's looking forward to getting this done.
So hit it real hard?
Just break it, yeah?
Right.
Keep on going.
Oh, look at that.
We're lucky.
Patty, did you buy this furniture?
No, I didn't. A friend of mine that passed away left it to me.
Right. So you're all right with us painting it a paler colour?
Yes.
I just think it will really brighten up the room because it's quite a big bit of furniture, and then it will go with the other bits of furniture that we're painting paler, because the whole idea is to really brighten up the house. I'm just using this light sandpaper so the primer sticks better to the surface. It's amazing how the house is looking bigger already, though.
Oh, it does. It looks
And
great.
brighter.
Yeah, I was surprised.
They'll create a cool pattern. We'll even it out in the space.
Man, that's a good idea.
The wood is gonna look great. Ralph was helping me prep the floor for the new hardwood feature that will replace the old tile. We're also taking out some of the existing hardwood so the feature will extend the length of the conversation area and feel balanced in the room.
Have you ever painted before?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's one of my best skills, but I'm learning.
Painting heirloom furniture can feel like sacrilege, but times and styles change. Just a coat of paint can prolong the life of otherwise tired-looking furniture.
And now for the moment of truth, okay? If it lines up flush, we're in good shape. If not, our day has just started. It's gonna look nice.
Oh, you lucked out, huh?
For sure.
Man, why didn't I do this 20 years ago?
These cupboards are going to look so much better when they're painted.
I can't wait to see them.
And also lowered.
Yeah.
I must have driven you absolutely mad.
Oh, you had to get a chair to get into these ones.
Just sometimes changing the handles and painting the cupboards makes all the difference. 2 down, 3 to go.
I need more help to tackle this dated and dysfunctional kitchen, so the couple's 4 kids are chipping in.
OK, guys, these are the kitchen cabinets which we've taken off, so we need to paint them.
We have to paint this one.
Yes, you do have to paint it. This is just primer, so we only need a very small amount. And then we will paint over the top with proper paint.
That's good.
That is perfect. And we're also lowering the cupboard, so you don't have to clamber around.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Many people think you need to put in an all-new kitchen to sell their house. But depending on the market you're in, putting in a new kitchen may drive up the value beyond what your buyers can afford. Do your research and make the most of your current kitchen.
I am so looking forward to getting this floor up. It was put in 1983 when the house was built, and now it looks very dated. And the thing is, kitchens sell houses, so I want this one to look fresh and bright.
After Ralph helps him prep the floors, David will create a pattern with a new hardwood so that his inlay will look like a design feature instead of a fix.
Well, that was great, guys. Good work. You're all very talented painters, but would you mind leaving so we can finish the job?
Oh, that'd be
Sure.
See you when it's finished.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Buyers said that this house was dark, and I think they're right. The combination of the green carpet and the green walls was very dreary. So we're painting it this lovely pale colour, which has a bit of warmth in, and then we're finishing it off with a crisp white trim, and it's going to look fantastic. If you're using strong colours like red and oranges, make sure you keep the wall colour nice and simple, otherwise it's much too overwhelming on the eye.
Decorative plates are great for staging because they are less personal than art. These are perfect for this beach house and give the impression of a laid-back retreat.
We painted this hutch white and added these really pretty plates, and now it makes such an impact.
Choose flowers with a light, pleasant fragrance to give a fresh impression to buyers without overwhelming them. I've chosen different lamps for each space so buyers will see the definition with a cohesive colour scheme.
These vintage maps of Charleston Harbour are really pretty, but they also tie into the whole beach feel.
We used many thin layers of varnish, which will make this floor more durable than if we did one thick layer.
Ripping up that old floor has made such a difference in here. The new tile makes the kitchen look much more modern and bright.
We've lowered the cabinets in the kitchen to provide easier access, and we've added crown molding to appeal to buyers.
Storage is a necessity to home buyers. They always want more. This unit will also make tidying up for showings a lot easier on Ralph and Patty.
It is amazing the difference fresh linen and a bedspread make in a master bedroom.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
The entryway was confusing with the dining room table and computer crowding it, but now it's a proper front hall with a bench for functionality.
Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh. Oh, that looks awesome.
So we took it from in the passageway, painted it, put it there.
Change the doorknob.
Change the
Or that means
doorknobs.
knobs.
What do you
Definitely.
think of the paint colour?
Oh, I love
Beautiful.
Because remember the buyers were saying that it felt dark in here, and now it looks so bright. You want people to say, wow. when
Well,
they
it's
first come in.
definitely wow.
Yes.
It's like any sales thing. It's making your house look as good as possible.
Right.
Man.
Wow.
I know, and then look at this.
Oh, my Lord.
That looks awesome.
Before, the living room had an awkward layout and tile floor, which we've replaced with a new decorative hardwood inlay and a floor plan that maximizes the space.
Look at the floor! The dance floor!
So beautiful. David did such a good job.
He absolutely did.
It looks like it's always been here, don't you think?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
beautiful.
it does. And I like how the floor is like centered.
Yes.
It makes this into its own little room.
I know, it's amazing.
That was a bonus, big bonus. I can't believe he was able to do what he was able to do with that.
And we've got these vintage prints of Charleston Harbour. This is a beach house, you
Right,
know?
right.
And you wanna stress that when buyers come round, and they look really beautiful.
That is
I'm
amazing.
shaking like crazy.
You shake it.
This looks so beautiful.
Then look at your new kitchen.
Oh, look
Kitchen's
at the
beautiful.
cabinets.
Oh, this is awesome. So bright in here now.
The kitchen was dated and lacked the functionality and style that buyers demand. So we updated the floors, lowered and painted the cupboards, and made space for dining.
And look at the floor.
Yeah, the new floor, doesn't it make such a difference? It's so
a
much brighter.
huge difference.
What happened to my black floor?
I know. And look, now the cabinets, you can actually get into the cabinets.
Look at
Oh,
that.
that's unbelievable. Now we can use them.
And my famous bar is gone.
Yeah,
Your
thank
famous
God.
bar is gone,
Hey,
I know.
but I'll take this over the bar
Yeah.
any day.
Look at the table.
And that's our table?
Yes, that's your table. And then we reupholstered the chairs. That's what buyers want to see. You know, they want to see a designated space where people can get together and eat. And that's what we've given them.
Look at that.
And then we have these lovely movable butcher's blocks.
Oh,
so
I
you
love
can move
that.
them in. There's extra storage space,
love
extra
that.
cutting space.
Oh,
This is like a wow, 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 wow. Y'all did a great job.
Well, thanks, Ralph.
Great job.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
It
God.
looks like a
This
new
is
bedroom.
So beautiful.
The master bedroom was not the retreat buyers are looking for, so we refreshed it with new paint and bed linens.
I cannot
This-
believe
this
this
is
is
so
the same
pretty.
bedroom.
All we did is we took out the furniture and the clutter, we painted that.
When I saw Ralph's grandmother's makeup table, I was just shocked to see how beautiful it came, because it was really a heartened piece of furniture.
And we
Definitely.
gave you some storage units here for beside the bed so you can keep your stuff there.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
And then, this is probably my favourite bit in here, look. We've got this storage unit,
Oh, look at
so
that.
you can put all your
Oh,
stuff
that's
in.
awesome.
It can all be neat and tidy.
That's a
that
great
is-
idea. I've never seen anything like
It looks
this.
so clean. It's
Man.
beautiful.
I'm taking it from your reaction that you're pleased with your bedroom.
Oh, absolutely.
And you see there's a kind of theme going on. Everything ties in. It feels like everything was meant to be here together.
Wicked awesome.
Is this wicked awesome?
Definitely wicked awesome.
And the good thing about this is people are probably not going to recognise it as the same house.
Oh, no.
Not at all.
No. The house before, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say was maybe less than 1. And now it is absolutely a 10.
Probably over a 10. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Time for the verdict from potential buyers.
Oh, wow, looks so pretty. It is beautiful. It's just so inviting, and it makes you want to put an offer in. Oh, wow, it looks great. I would definitely consider this house.